KAMIKAZE Soundwaves, joined by some buddies. Cybernetic Slayer, BioPhoenix, and JRPG Gaming. How are you all doing, gentlemen?
Yeah, doing great.
Happy Black Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess for you East Coasters, it's not Black Friday anymore, but I digress.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I was going to buy fucking Soul Calibur. I guess I fucking screwed the pooch on that. Shit. Well, fuck it. Maybe it'll be on something on Cyber Monday. But anyway, so I guess I want to start off, man. Any Black Friday deals you guys got you want to talk about or anything like that?
Sadly, being in Canada sucks. So you guys can go ahead.
Well, I didn't really buy much this year. My mom wanted Dragon Quest 11. I was trying to get it at Best Buy, but they were sold out.
Oh, were they really?
We had to get it at Walmart.com for $35 and bought the newest season of Supernatural every year for like $10. Yeah, a lot of those online stores went like early. I was like, holy crap.
Cyber, did you get anything, man?
I'm on my Steam wish list right now, seeing a whole shit ton of these on sale, and I am debating. I am debating right now, man, but my wallet is saying, no, you have to wait, because I don't think this is the legit winter sale yet, is it?
No, not yet.
Yeah, this is
okay,
like,
then I won't
it's
buy
the
anything.
autumn sale.
Oh, all right, well, there you go. I'm not going to buy anything on Black Friday.
Okay, all right. Well, I got a few things. I got Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, I have never liked a fucking Assassin's Creed game ever. Like, I played the first one, and I tried to play a few ones in there. I don't know what it is, man, but Assassin's Creed is just like not the game. But this one's gotten really, really good reviews, so I said, fuck it, I'll try it out. I got what else? I did get that Dragon Quest 11. Dude, I haven't played a turn-based RPG game in fucking years. But this one looks really good, man. I don't know what it is. I never played a Dragon Quest game, so I thought I'd try this shit out. It was $30 again, so I said, why not? And I was about to buy fucking Soul Calibur 6, but I fucking screwed that shit up because I was going to buy it for midnight. Maybe it's still on sale, maybe. But anyway. Hey, so I kind of want to know what the hell you guys think about a PS fucking classic. I mean, I just want to know like your honest opinions about this shit.
It sucks.
I mean,
like Retrobo says, the emulation is garbage.
I mean, even if it's not fucking games or emulation, like, why does everybody hate it all of a sudden? Like, what did it do? What did it do wrong that everything fucking else didn't do? You know, I mean,
the fucking list.
Is it really the games are that bad?
Well, most people wanted Spyro and Crash, the originals, and those aren't there.
Well, to be fair, those like got remastered recently, and I don't think they want to like interfere with that. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's like a buddy of mine, Moscato Bot Collect said, some people still want to play the originals. Granted, you can go on the PlayStation Store and buy them on your PS3. And I think, the other big one that people wanted that wasn't there was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Granted, yes, I know you can buy on PS4, but
well, that's another one too that they recently did, and and Sony paid like a lot of money just to have that game exclusive on their system. So yeah, like I said, it's kind of a tricky. Honestly, I think what it is with the PS Classic is that it's a rushed product. Like I don't think they were planning this from the get-go. They were just like, oh, you know what, we'll just put this out because Nintendo does it like every year now, so we can do it too because it's like Sony always copies Nintendo a lot of the times. They really do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I just think like it's just another fucking commodity, another fucking novelty thing that they're just trying to make money off of. And honestly, like if you didn't have these games already, it's 2018. There's fucking ROMs of every goddamn thing. You can buy these things backwards compatible off of every fucking thing. This is just for the fucking YouTuber who fucking has to like make a video about goddamn something. I mean, honestly, right? I mean, am I crazy for thinking that? I honestly think that's what it fucking is. It's just boiled down to, look at my collection, look what I have. I mean, honestly, I won't fucking lie to you. If a fucking PS Classic was $50, I'd buy one. And I would never fucking use it, and I would never fucking play it. And you can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me for that, but I would display it on my bookshelf as like a little statue or something because it looks cool. That's it. I just don't know who is like literally lined up outside, who is fucking sweating and shit outside of a Best Buy the day this shit comes out, who can't wait to go home and play this. Who is that person? I want to meet them and have a conversation. Who is that person? Like, why are you dying to play this shit? Like, what is important here? This is everything you played before. Why? I don't get the whole mini thing or the mini console things. Maybe it's just me. The NES Classic shit, you know, that was a different story. That was a console that was a big deal for me. I was super fucking happy to have that to a degree. And honestly, it was the same fucking scenario. I wanted it because it fucking looks cool. I haven't fucking I bought it and I used it 2 days in a row. And like, that's it. It's fucking sat there and collected dust, man.
Oh, Soul Calibur 6 is still on sale for $35.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was kind of on the fence about it. I don't know. Maybe I'll hold off on that shit.
Yeah, really, those plug and play classics are just nostalgia. Like you said in your review, it just gives you feels, and just having the box and just the whole presentation. That's why people want them.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's what it boils down. In my opinion, that's what it really boils down to.
Yeah, I like the poster that you get with the NES Classic. That actually looked cool.
Oh, Nintendo says no N64 Classic, at least not right now anyway. Reggie Fizime said so.
Reggie. That dude is like a meme all into himself.
I think the reason why N64 Mini is taking so long is because they're trying to work out like with Microsoft, because they own a lot of the rare games that people would want on there.
I mean, at this point, it's like you're paying $100. Okay, look, you can get all right, listen, you can get a fucking PS4 with I know it's a Black Friday deal, but you can get Spider-Man on a PS4 together for $200. You're gonna fucking pay $100 or $110 probably what it would be for an N64 Mini. Like, at what point are you just buying a console? You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. I think the prices are ridiculous. I think the whole thing and it's all what it's wrapped up to give you. It's fucking stupid.
Companies are just milking that nostalgia. A lot of companies are as of late.
Oh yeah.
It's all about that money, man. Money, money, money.
I still just don't fucking get it, man.
I mean, the idea of having a PS1 Classic isn't like a bad idea. I just think, like, you know, they're just rushing it out, and they didn't really put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just, you know, I just don't fucking understand it. You know, I feel like it's 2018 and then it's like they're just milking the fuck out of this shit. And I mean, you know, maybe there is really that guy who's waiting outside of fucking Best Buy or Walmart who's dying to have this shit, who can't wait to play this shit. That just ain't me, and I just cannot like picture a person with that kind of brain thought who can't wait to fucking play a PS fucking Classic. I don't know. Happy Leftovers Day, y'all. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, I've already had my leftovers. Cyrus, how you doing, sir? Hell yeah, I've already had my first plate. I can't wait to have my third.
I hope the Genesis Mini will be good.
Are they really making that?
Yeah, it's been pushed to 2019 though.
Oh, it's not the At Games one or whatever?
No, they've cut ties with them, thank goodness.
Yeah, because they make fucking doo-doo.
They're shit.
I mean, look,
I love your review with the AV was like, yeah, I'm doing the move. Like, it's not working.
How many times do you need to rebuy a Sega Genesis collection? We have that on PS4. It's on goddamn Xbox One. It's on Steam. It's on your.
It's coming out on Switch.
It's coming out on your fucking TI 800 calculator soon. I mean, how many fucking times do you need to rebuy the Sega Genesis collection? I mean, how many times do you need to play Rice Star? How many fucking times do you need to play fucking Comic Zone? I get it. They're great games, Sega. Leave us the fuck alone for 5 minutes. I don't want to buy this shit again.
I don't know. I kind of want to play Streets of Rage 2 on a calculator.
I would do that. I mean, yeah, I get it. It as you know, but fucking hell, dude. I mean, I just don't get it. Like, how many fucking times are they going to re-release the same games? Like, I mean, how many more times?
Well, the PS4 collection has a lot of stuff that the PS3 collection released back in like 2008 and 2009 didn't have, so it's a good trade-off.
I mean, that's cool. You know, you get to play those games online and shit. But like after that, I think that was really the only angle that whole collection thing had left was to be able to play those games online with friends or online. After that, like, what other angle are they gonna have with it?
Yeah, I actually sold mine because because the online was just really shitty, and I was just like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose of why I bought this for. So I ended up like trading in. I think I got Owlboy, I think it was for it.
Yeah,
Which was good.
that shit's sitting on my fucking shelf still, man. You know, actually, Bio, after we played together, I didn't play it with anybody else. I think me and you were like, or you were the only other person that I played it with. And then
I
after
played
that,
it with. Yeah, I played with you, and I also played with Down Phoenix, and yeah, like it was just. Well, I know when me and you played, it was okay for the most part, but I know when me and Down played, it was like really bad.
yeah. And I mean, that was its only selling point, in my opinion. Like, if it didn't have that online shit, I'm not there. I could literally give a fuck less. I've played all those fucking games a million times over.
Oh yeah.
But like for them to actually be coming out with a mini system, like, I mean, I don't understand. Like that's just another fucking thing for another fucking, you know, Metal Jesus Rocks goddamn fan group thing to have a discussion about that no one gives a fuck about. I don't
canceled my
fucking-
PS Classic, but I'm still gonna buy one anyway. I just had to make this video so I can get my AdSense revenue.
Hell yeah, that's all that fucker
did you hear
did.
there's going to be
That's
a,
all that
a
fucker
PC
did.
Classic?
Oh yeah,
Oh, the Kickstarter, yeah.
dude, that shit can kiss my asshole.
Okay, one mini classic console I wouldn't mind if they would do would be something like
Warzone Mini.
No.
TI 800 calculator.
Or
No, I want like
uh,
a Saturn Mini or like a Dreamcast Mini or something.
a Virtual Boy Mini.
A
Virtual Boy Mini.
Actually, a Saturn Mini would be pretty good because all those games are expensive as fuck, and Saturn is still kind of tricky to emulate depending on what kind of machine you have. So a Saturn Mini would actually be good. I would
It
like
makes
that.
sense, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And like I said with Dreamcast, that would be a good one too because you know the laser on those are not really the best.
I don't know, man. I've had mine since 99.99, dude, and it's still rocking, man.
Well, it's good, but no, but like I know like a lot of people have issues with them and all that, but yeah.
I don't know,
It's
but they
probably
have
because
like,
they use burn discs.
but they,
That's what makes them wear out faster.
that's what I've heard. But I don't know, man. Dreamcast like they already have like collection like discs in their self, don't they? Like don't they have like a disc where it's like Sonic, Space Channel, Crazy Taxi, and something fucking else in there?
Oh yeah, that's on 360, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They have like compilation. They have like compilation like games for like, you know, like the modern systems.
Yeah, but it's only
Yeah,
a
but-
select few. It's not a whole bunch.
Yeah, like if they have like a bunch where they can add like not only like their Sega stuff, but they can also add like a few of the third party stuff that's still around, like a lot of the Capcom games. I think that would be really good.
Oh
Really?
yeah, as long as they wanted to play nice, like Capcom, like I think made some of the best games on that system, in my opinion.
No, I agree. I think that they did.
Saturn,
Lots of-
you know, oddly, man, I'm a huge fucking Sega fan, but I never touched a Saturn. I don't think I've even seen a Saturn in person before.
Me neither. I haven't either.
I didn't even know Saturn existed back then. I thought, like many people, I thought Sega just died after the Genesis ended.
Yeah,
I didn't
never-
even know about Sega consoles until I got to high school, man, which was to me was 2008. So I didn't know about it for years.
Now I did have a Sega CD and a Sega 32X, and I don't give a fuck what you think. It was fun at the time, but that was before people like, you know, warped your brain and your whatever. You watch videos. There was no YouTube and shit at the time when I had it. I thought it was the fucking cream of the crop, man. I was like, man, I am playing the fucking future right now. Those F&V games, man, those shits were like fucking weird, and like I think that's what gives me like kind of like my sense of like liking movies and games nowadays. I kind of like the shitty games sometimes, you know, like I find beauty in those things, like in how crazy and, you know, cheesy they can be. I think that's what like gave like some of those games their charm, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like I think the Sega CD is a really good system. It's just, you know, a lot of like the the really, really good stuff unfortunately got like overshadowed though. Like I'm talking like games like Popple Mail and like Lords of Thunder and all that stuff.
Yeah. Cyrus says, do you think that the release of the PS1 Classic means that Sony is basically telling us not to expect backwards compatibility on their older systems on the PS5? I mean, backwards compatibility is cool to a degree. I mean, is it something that like you guys look for when you buy a new system? Is that like a selling point?
I think it's handy. I mean, because you can just you don't have to like unplug one thing. You can go.
I mean, and this, all right. So I guess my question is, in this day and age, and us, like I think we all know each other very well. We like to hold on to our older systems, right? Like we won't just blindly get rid of them because a new system plays our old games, right?
Yeah, right.
So like in this day and age, like, do you think backwards compatibility is like super a selling point, or is it like, or does it really matter? Because are you planning on? Would you be the type of person who would be like, you know what, it has backwards compatibility, that helps me sell my old system to buy the new one?
Well, PS5 at least needs to be backwards compatible with PS4 at least.
I mean, but would that like help you like put your final stamp on approval of like buying that system? Or does it really fucking even factor in, or is it just the PS5? To me, backwards compatibility, I've never really, I mean, honestly, I guess my opinion is I just don't give a shit about backwards compatibility. It's a nice gesture, but at the same time, it's like, to me, I've always just taken it at face value. It's a new system. It's a new system. I'll fucking, I'm not looking to play my old games on a new system. I bought that new system to play the new games. That's just my thought process.
Yeah. Of course, it's all going to be about pricing too, but of course, Microsoft and Sony are being very quiet. We're not going to hear anything about PS5, at least not for 2 years.
I mean,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't think we're going to hear about that until I think even next year we might hear a little bit about it, but probably not like a lot of information.
Do you think that the Nintendo Switch has like really made some kind of thoughts start to happen in some of like Microsoft and Sony? Do you think like they might be starting to aim towards like a fucking handheld type / console hybrid thing to seeing the success of the Switch?
Sony maybe, but Microsoft, no.
Yeah,
I don't see Microsoft ever doing that.
Yeah, I agree because, Microsoft like never goes into the handheld market, and Sony, as again like I said before, they always copy Nintendo on a lot of things that do them really well.
Yeah. So if PS5 happened to be like some kind of hybrid console thing, is that like something that you would really actually be looking into, or is that something like who gives a fuck? I don't know. Me personally, like me. I don't buy like, all right, so I know that there's different parts of the world other than America and in my fucking room here. Me personally, I'm all about consoles. I like to sit down in front of a TV with my controller. Like that's my thing. The Switch, the only time I've ever used a Switch is with a controller in front of a TV. I picked it up out of his dock very, very randomly. But other people in other parts of the world that could sell tremendously, knowing that it's a handheld / console hybrid handheld hybrid thing. That is a huge selling point for a lot of other people because they're on the go and et cetera, et cetera. Me, that does not actually give it any appeal whatsoever. Does it for you? Does it for you?
No, not for me.
Fuck no.
I mean, most time I'll just, sit on the couch and use the Switch in handheld mode. But like you said, people are on the go. I just wish Nintendo would make their power cords like more longer because it's always so fucking short. They need to understand that those of us here in America, we don't live in small houses and apartments like in Japan. We have like, medium-sized houses and shit.
But that's their primary target though, it is here too. Don't get me wrong, but like. I think that they think of the home front first and foremost, and we're kind of more of an afterthought. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
No, you're completely right about that. Look at their tree houses or their directs. They're always in Japanese and then translated for us. So you are absolutely right. Yeah. I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Well,
man.
I'm just saying, make their power supply cords longer for us. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, dude. Look, what the fucking 3DS didn't even come with a plug, dude. It basically told you to fuck off and go and buy your own.
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah,
the
dude.
new one
Yeah.
didn't have one. Oh, what the fuck was that about?
That shit was. I mean, look, whatever. I mean, at the same time, I think it had an understanding. Like, if you're buying a new 3DS, it's like there's like 14 new ones at this point. If you're buying this, you probably have a fucking 3DS in your house already. Just use that shit. You know.
But they included one when they made the 2DS because Nintendo was saving $50 fucking. Like, okay, we'll include one.
You're talking about the new 2DS. God damn it, that shit's so fucking confusing.
Yeah, the 2DS XL is basically a new 3DS just without the 3D. They took it off.
I don't have it. I bought one for my youngest son. And actually, surprisingly, that new 2DS is way more comfortable than the new 3DS. That new 3DS, I just can't get a fucking grip on that shit. But that new 2DS, I was like, I even was fucking with my son. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I was like, hey man, you want to trade and shit? Like, you want this one? That even it took away the 3D and shit, but it's a lot more comfortable, and the graphics aren't fucking bad on it.
Yeah, it was just another gimmick that didn't really take off.
Yeah, the 3DS came out around that time when you kept seeing movies in 3D all the time. So
3D
yeah,
TVs and shit.
yeah, 3D TVs. There you go.
I can even pull it up right here. Tekken Tag Tournament 2, right on the front cover. It says 3D compatible game.
Yeah,
So
I
at the time,
remember
that shit
seeing
was
those back.
huge.
I remember seeing those back in the day, and then honestly, I didn't give a fuck. But I couldn't afford a 3D TV. That's for damn sure.
Oh gosh, you guys remember the shitty 3D glasses that they gave you in theaters, where one half was red and the other half was blue, but
Well,
they
they
didn't
fucking
work
still
worth
do
the
that.
shit.
They still do that shit. You still have to wear those glasses and return them in the box at the end. Fuck that. I paid for that shit. Even though I don't use them, I take those glasses home just cause. I'll probably throw them in the trash can, but you know what? I fucking paid for it. Those glasses are fucking mine. I put them in my fucking pocket. I take them home. And my kids probably fucking throw them or break them or whatever. But still, I paid for those glasses. That's my opinion.
Preach.
But they never work.
I do that too.
Damn. Anyway.
Who gives a fuck? Take them home.
Yeah, fuck them. Hey, man. So I had something interesting that I actually really want to talk about. All right. So I'm pretty sure at this point it's pretty common news, but everybody saw that Pat the NES punk shit where he was shitting on the fucking people who were bitching about the Diablo game. Right?
Yeah.
Was that what it was? Because I have no idea what went on with this situation at all. So enlighten me about this lore.
Okay, so
Tell me now.
actually really want to talk about it because I kind of sided with him even though everybody hated him. So apparently, people in the crowd of the Blizzard conference, whatnot, fucking...
I did see that, though. I just didn't see what Pat said.
Okay, well, what Pat said basically was that these people were fucking man-children crying like little babies and bitching because it's not the game that they want right now. And even though these people probably put their blood, sweat, and tears into a video game that they thought was a good idea, these people did nothing in the crowd but shit on the fucking people doing the presentation and being nothing but disrespectful to them. So my thought is, who the fuck are these people who don't design video games, have nothing? I understand they're the consumers. They bought a ticket to this fucking conference, right? What gives them the right? Okay? And I don't give a fuck if this video gets fucking bombed to fucking negative, what have you. My whole thing is these people, who gave them the right to sit there and say, fuck you, this is bullshit, you guys are stupid, to be so fucking disrespectful to these people who were just placing a product out there that they thought would be, something that someone in their fan base would like. And they weren't doing any mouse service. They were only doing what they thought was right. And these people and these gamers, or whatever you want to call them, these man children, was what he claimed them to be. And he got fucking disliked to shit. And he's acting like he's a complete fucking asshole. And at the same time, I get it to a degree. Look, if someone shit on my favorite fucking game franchise, like Overwatch, for example, I'd probably get upset, but I wouldn't be that rude to go in someone's fucking backyard or their face and be like, "You're an idiot, you're an asshole, fuck you." You know what I mean? Like, that's just complete lack of disrespect, and people have no boundaries. I mean, like, I get it. We love video games and we're passionate about it. But for you to just be outright disrespectful because it's not what you want, does that give you a pass because you enjoy video games that much? I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't say pass, but I will say journalists have like the right to like ask questions and whatnot. But a pass.
But
no.
they weren't asking questions, dude. They were being straight out flat disrespectful. Like, this is like it was like they're like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you doing this? This is ridiculous." It's like they were only just, you know,
bitching.
yeah, and it's like, oh, well, this isn't the game that you want. Like, okay, you're all fans of this franchise, and like, if the game, my opinion is, look, we all do YouTube, right? And if the game isn't for you, it's not for fucking you. I understand. Make your video about it, state your piece about it, and what you think, and then, like, I think JRPG, I think you left a comment one time, like, it was that states it like just as well as I can think about it. Vote with your wallet, buy it or don't fucking buy it. Leave it alone.
Oh yeah.
But there's no reason to be disrespectful to these people.
Fallout 76, yeah.
Right, and make them feel like they're doing the wrong thing. Like, they're only clearly doing what they thought that other people... I get it that there's like that practice that people think that like these people who make video games are only doing it for money and they don't give a fuck about people and they're doing it as a disservice. No, I mean, I honestly don't think there's not too many game companies out there who are not in touch enough to not know that doing the wrong thing is going to get you the wrong, like, I don't know.
Well, I got something I could add is that I think both sides of it, like not only the consumer but also the company Blizzard themselves, I think both things are kind of blown out of proportion in the sense that like on Blizzard's behalf, like they were trying to push a mobile game at a con, and their fan base for the most part are PC gamers, and well, you all know that PC gamers, they don't give a fuck about mobile games. So I kind of get that, but at the same time though, I do think that like the fans, like, they do have a right to say that, like, they're not happy with what they're presenting though. But at the same time, there's a right way of doing it, and then there's like a wrong way of doing it. Like, if someone's just being like, oh, fuck this, fuck that, fuck, like like if someone's like being like that, it's like, well, no, like this dude's just like immature as fuck. But like I said, there's a right way of doing it and a wrong way of doing it. And with the whole Pat thing, I think the way how he approached it was kind of the wrong way of doing it, in the sense that he was saying like everyone is like a crybaby and a man children, and I don't know, I think he could have worded it a lot better.
Right,
well,
but
let me ask you. I was going to say, let me ask you this, Bio. A couple years ago, after the Retron 5 came out, I watched Pat's video on it, and most of his video he was bitching about, like, I imagine you already know the Retron 5 is basically an emulator anyway. He was like, oh, this game doesn't work, and I watched this whole video and I politely said, you do realize, this is an emulator, right? Blah, blah, blah. And I said, emulators are not perfect and all that stuff. And Pat replied to me and said, well, it's the company's fault, not mine, that this and that doesn't work. But all he did was complain. So I basically unsubbed to him after that and just stopped watching his content.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you, dude. That
I mean, from what I heard, and another person I'm subbed to, a video game lover 58, he's like, for some reason he hates to like be in the wrong. For some reason, that's how some big YouTubers are. That's why I just don't watch them and just ignore them.
Oh, I know that dude you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know a lot about him. I just see his comments every now and then.
Yeah, but that's why I just don't watch big YouTubers anymore. It's just like I was talking with BMG as he was streaming. Someone made a video about Review Tech USA. He was bitching about, oh, stores shouldn't be open on Thanksgiving, blah, blah, blah. And, well, I said to one of my buddies, I said, well, companies are going to be open now because people are fucking impatient and they want shit now. So companies are going to be open on Thanksgiving because they want money.
I don't know. I always felt like them being open on Thanksgiving was not right, but I feel like it takes the pressure off of Black Friday, which is actually, it's disappointing that people have to fucking eat their turkey and shit, and then you have to go to work. I understand. I don't work in fucking retail, and I'm sure it sucks ass. I'm sure it sucks ass. I don't work in retail, but look, I have my fucking days where I'm busy as fuck on certain seasons. It happens to all of us, and this happens to be their shit day. It is what it is. But I do think that them actually doing the sales on Thanksgiving is actually not a terrible idea. It does take some of the pressure off Black Friday because people go in and get their shit and buy their shit, and then it doesn't have fucking like zombie apocalypse at the fucking door beating it down in order for them to buy a fucking TV. You can get it the day before if you really want to.
Well, I feel bad for the workers though, because
dude, it's their fucking.
Some of the customers are like, you're just assholes.
Yeah, no. Well, the customers are assholes, but you know what? I went out on Black Friday, not Black Friday. Hell no, not today. Like, I always go out on Turkey Day, and I've gone out, and it's like, you know what? I've been out on those days, and like, I'm sorry, but some of those employees are fucking shit. And I get it. I don't want to eat a whole bunch of turkey and ham and mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese. And I don't want to work after that shit either. I want to fucking sleep on the couch and do nothing. I get it. That's what Thanksgiving used to be about. That's what it should be about. I know there's other significance with pilgrims and shit, but fuck that shit. It's turkey and macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes. I get it.
Don't forget the family part, dude.
Yeah, but you but you get my point, right? Like, to me, like, that's what Thanksgiving should be about. Family.
Yeah, it's like, hey, not seeing you buy. I'm gonna go shop.
and like, all right, I get it, but I understand, like, I'd be pissed off if I had to go to work too. Anyway.
I get you.
Sorry, retail workers. I'm not shitting on you. I have my shit days and my seasons as well. October is the worst month of my life. I know that's crazy. October in the hospitality industry and what I do is the busiest month of the entire year, where I'm working like 14, 16 hours a day. Every fucking day. I get it. It sucks.
But imagine if Christmas was going to be that same way. Say, okay, fuck it. Now we're going to be open on Christmas.
Oh, it will be. It will be.
I know. I wouldn't doubt it eventually, yeah.
I thought it already was.
Wait, yeah. Places are... What? No, on Christmas Eve. If anything's... What's open on Christmas?
Well, I know...
Except for gas stations.
Yeah, there's that, and I think there might be some grocery stores, but I don't remember.
Probably some of them, but probably limited hours, I would probably say.
Yeah, like, I don't think they're going to be open at, like, 6 in the morning or anything crazy like that. But, like, like, afternoon, probably.
Yeah.
But,
and of course, Friday is always busy as fuck because people returning shit. Yeah, I don't want this. Just give people, fucking cash and let them buy whatever they want.
Well, I got kids. You can't do that shit. You can't just like slap a 3-year-old in the face with $20. They have no comprehension of that shit. They don't understand.
But I mean, I'm talking about your adult friends and stuff. That's what I mean.
Yeah. The only adult friend that I have is my wife. I don't know about you guys. I don't fucking buy for anybody else. It's my wife and my kids. I don't fucking buy for anybody else. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I just want to kind of rewind to that whole Pat the NES or whatever that whole situation. I kind of just wanted to feel like, I mean, I feel like he was kind of right to a degree, where it's like, maybe you guys are also, I also like to always see other people's perspective and shit like that. I like to see, like, maybe, there's another side. I didn't think of it. But when I watched that, like, I didn't know about it. There's a channel I like to watch where, like, they make fun of YouTubers and shit. That's actually how I found out about it, because I'm not subscribed to Pat the NES Punk. It's just not my cup of tea. But I was like, you know what? I kind of see his side. It's like, these fucking people are acting like fucking children. Like, these are grown fucking people. Like, it's like, I don't understand why these people could be so outraged over a product they had no involvement in. They had no idea it was coming out. It's a surprise. Like, hey, guess what, guys? We got this. It's like, oh, fuck you. It's like, what the fuck did we do wrong? We were just trying to help you guys out, And it's like, people are so passionate and irate about video games. If it's not what they like and particularly exactly what they want, then people just fucking have these uproars. And I guess my question was, is that justified? Is it okay for them to be that nasty and irate? And I mean, your definition of upset or angry and what have you can, depend on the individual, but they weren't that nasty, but it was like they were, I feel in the footage that I saw, they were kind of disrespectful.
So was Blizzard too. I mean, they had that comment, "Don't you all have phones?" So I mean, they were all in the wrong here, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but don't you all have phones?
Don't you all have phones? 2018, you don't have a phone?
I actually know a couple people that don't have phones, funny enough, but
they're probably the most coolest people in the fucking world too. People without phones, they're always the most interesting fucking people on the planet.
They probably still have phone books and all of that, and they really like going outside too.
And they smoke a pipe.
Which we need more of those people, by the way. We need people.
Yeah,
like that.
We need people who smoke pipes and read their phone books.
Yeah. Oh, what was I gonna say about the? Oh yeah, you know what's another thing about the Blizzard thing that I also feel like that like it's also very overblown was the fact that like obviously it's a mobile game that they announced and
right.
That's not going to be like their main focus game. That doesn't mean that like they're not going to be making like another game outside of that. It's a spin-off game, like they just like announced that just to get it out of the way, I guess.
Right.
But one of the biggest reasons why they were so mad is because wasn't this built throughout the show, and then they built to this crescendo, and that's what it was?
Yeah, basically it was like an E3, but like they just showed off a mobile game and that's it.
Yeah, see, I can understand why people would get pissed off about that, especially if they pay $200 to get in the damn building.
Yeah.
But at the same time, dude, just play Diablo 3 or any of the other ones you liked until Diablo 4 comes out. Come on.
But there's a Blizzard con every year, correct?
There'll be something there that you like. Focus on that.
But there's a Blizzard con every year, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what about last year when nothing was announced? It was just, oh, we have a new character for Overwatch, or we're going to drop this DLC. Like, the whole thing is like, I understand where you guys are coming from. Like, you paid to come to this place and you did your thing, and, there should be something announced, but like, there doesn't have to be anything announced. Like, you came to come to this place, like, and we set up these booths for you to do this shit and play this new thing or whatever. It's like, we don't have to give you anything new. We just announced this new thing. I get it. I'm just trying to piece the puzzles together and trying to see like what's a good, I don't know, man. I'm trying to see it from both sides of the coin. I really am. But I just feel like those fans are very disrespectful, and I feel like they don't get a pass for being disrespectful just cause. I don't know. That's my thought process. Tyler Stevenson, how are you, sir?
Hey, Tyler.
Anyway, I'm off that shit if you guys are.
Oh yeah, I do kind of see where you're coming from though. Like the fans didn't need to be that like uproar about it. I mean, I can understand being disappointed, but to be like, like I said earlier, fuckers,
Yeah. Which brings me to like a next point that I kind of really want to talk about, which was, I mean, I know I made a video about it, which was Fallout 76. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm a huge Fallout fan. Okay. I never played the first one, never played the second one. I started with 3. I absolutely fell in love with the first like 5 minutes that I played it. I loved it. New Vegas was a fucking classic. Everyone loves that one. Fallout 4, everyone's like on the fence about, I think, to a degree, but I actually really liked it. And Fallout 76 is another game that I feel like it's getting this hate train. And I feel like, once again, it's the same category that people don't like this certain type of game. So it's like we all get to hate it and we all get to be angry about it. But it's like, why? And, I understand, like I said, I've already said if my favorite franchise was doing something stupid or shitty, I would be upset. But Fallout 76 is a game that I think any Fallout fan should like. And I get it because there's a lot of people who don't like online gaming, but Fallout 76 is not a game you have to play online. Yes, you have to have online to play it, but that doesn't mean you need to play it with other people. You can fucking play it by yourself. I don't know.
Well, Well, I think single player is slowly getting phased out, just like how Call of Duty Black Ops 4 doesn't have a single player experience.
Dude, who bought a Call of Duty game for a single player experience? Who?
Well, I used to buy it for that, but plus,
Really?
well, not just only that though.
They actually
Like,
used to
that
put
was, like,
effort
the thing
into
that
it back
did
then.
factor
That's
in.
why.
I don't know. I just always felt like, all right, maybe you did. Okay. I think that there's that small percentage of people who actually bought that Call of Duty game for that single player thing. But like, think about the people who never even thought about touching that single player game and bought it for the online and bought it for the multiplayer. That significantly outweighs the people who bought it for this, right?
Oh yeah, that's for sure. But like I said though, I used to like the campaigns and like the older ones, but I feel like in the newer ones they kind of started to get kind of shitty, and then I kind of stopped buying them.
I mean, I think that they did the right thing. I think they invested their money into, the right thing in Call of Duty, by the way, investing into what people want to buy. And it turned out to be really good, in my opinion. Like, I don't know if you guys have played it, but like, Black Ops 4 is actually pretty fucking decent. Like, I mean, I'm not a Call of Duty guy at all, but it's actually a lot of fun. But anyway, I mean, what I was getting back to was Fallout 76, like, it's not a bad game. And I feel like there's so much hate for this game for no reason. I feel like people are so against online gaming. And same thing with Call of Duty, like, oh, it's online only, fuck that shit. What is the big gripe? And I actually am really interested in what you guys think. Like, what is the big deal? What is the big gripe with like online games? Like, why does everybody hate them so much? I don't understand it.
Well, before we get into that, I just want to say that I am actually kind of am interested in wanting to try out Black Ops 4, but, I just want to wait for, like, a good price for it. I think right now it's actually pretty decent priced, but,
yeah,
I'm
it's
not
like
in a hurry to get it.
45. Yeah, it's 45. But I know it's more for you because you're in Canada.
Yeah, but, it's something that I've thought about. But either way, though, like, I'm not, like, super 100% against online only. I mean, I prefer to get like online only games like digitally, so therefore like if the game like is like inactive and like the online doesn't work anymore, I'll just be like, well, I'll just delete the game, and rather than being stuck with like a piece of plastic like Mag on PS3. You know how many times I see people selling that on the marketplace, and it's like you can't even play it anymore.
Mag.
Yeah.
Fair enough, but I mean, like, what Call of Duty, like Black Ops 2 and 3 are still being supported. You can still play those games online.
Oh yeah, those ones are very popular.
Right, but that's my point though. It's like those games are clearly online. Those games are clearly going to be supported, and like that going in to it. And if you didn't, they clearly Black Ops 4 is going to be supported for years and years to come. Probably not in like 2038 or some shit like that, but I mean, are you really checking for Black Ops 4 in 2038? I mean, if you are, you're a fucking fan. I get it. I feel you, dog. Do your shit. I mean, I like Destiny.
Well, yeah, I mean it's like with a lot of like the older PC games that had an online mode, like you can't like actually do an online mode. You have to like find like dedicated servers to them. And I think people could probably figure out a way to do that on console, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, I guess that's like, all right. Online multiplayer, whatever, what have you. If it's online only, I guess the question still remains like, what is, and not maybe in like for you per se, like, what do you think people hate so much about online only games?
I'd say maybe the fact that like, well, it depends on the person and their situation. Like, if they're in like out in like the country or out in like some area where like you have like really shitty internet, it would kind of suck. But
True.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, though, I'm trying to think here.
If your internet goes out, you can't play the game.
That's
and then
absolute fact.
Yeah, and then one I see sometimes for the people who like to collect their games still As soon as those servers shut down, that shit is worthless. So they won't be able to sell it for nothing.
Yeah.
Those are the reasons I could come up with.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But games like this and Fallout 4, I mean, they're not going to shut down anytime soon. So
Now, Fallout 76, I feel it actually may shut down pretty soon. That game has gotten their fucking britches pulled down and poo-pooed all over. That game,
Fallout 5's announced. 76 is dead.
Exactly, it's done. You're a fan, you dived into it, and it actually kind of sucks, to a degree, that Fallout 76 is getting shit on so bad, even by these fucking people who've never even fucking touched the game. The server's going to shut down probably within 2 or 3 years. I don't say servers are shut down, but the game's going to get any fucking support because of people who just like to bitch about online games, and that's not their cup of tea. It's like it just ruins it for the people who actually like the game. The game's not going to get any support because there's no reason for them to support the fucking game. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's paying into it. Nobody's buying loot boxes. It does have loot boxes. I get loot boxes. I understand it. Never bought it one day in my life, and I'll never buy one. It's not my cup of tea. It's just I don't fucking buy loot boxes. But I understand there's people out there who have no fucking life and too much money, and they'll fucking buy a loot box. I get it. It's not my thing.
has Bethesda said anything on this? I was just curious.
I didn't really check for it, to be honest with you. Look, man, here's my thing. I'm a fucking Fallout fan. I get it. Like, all right, here's my thing. JRPG, I know you know, like, I was a huge Marvel vs. Capcom fan. I fucking died out of that franchise because they made a terrible, terrible decision, and I voted, like you said, with my wallet. I didn't buy it. I made a video. I showed my disgust with their decision, but I didn't fucking go out, like, hunting down people and calling them an asshole and finding their children in elementary school and saying, like, your dad's a terrible person for what he's done for making this game, Like, I didn't do that shit. I just told you I didn't like the fucking game. I didn't fucking buy it, period. And that's what it did. These people, like, I feel if they don't like the game, they go so fucking far to influence others to destroy a game that they've never even touched because it's just not what they want. And I feel like it's kind of disgusting. I don't know. I feel like it goes both ways with the patent thing and the Fallout 76. And those are kind of the big things that I really wanted to touch on.
Yeah.
Call me crazy. Maybe I'm being very fucking whatever right now. It's just, those are my thought processes.
Yeah, I agree with what Tyler said. He says, some people are introverts and don't want to play online, but they are extroverts when it comes to complaining. Yeah.
Oh, fucking bravo. Bravo, sir.
Who the fuck is in Tyler in this call right now after a comment like that?
Hell,
Yeah.
fucking brilliant, sir. Brilliant.
I mean, it's like you said when you replied to me after I responded to that guy. You said people just want something to bitch about. And I read that guy's comments like his follow is like, no, it ain't, blah blah blah. I'm like,
I know how it sounds.
You don't want it, then don't fucking buy it.
I don't want to sound like that fucking guy. Like, I really don't. Like, I'm just fucking sitting here praising Fallout 76 because I bought it and I want to be like a fucking superhero for it and defend it. Like, no, like, it's a good game. It's definitely getting unjustifiable hate, in my opinion. And I feel like that happens with a lot of games if it's not what that kind of niche market wants. Like, they fucking throw this up war and it's like, whoa, let's stop and pay attention to them. Like, no, fuck you. Like, there's other people who like this game. Like, there's no problem with it. It's only you being a certain way and throwing a fucking tantrum about it makes you only look like a not person that we would want to listen to. And if you really want to have a justifiable opinion about it, like, I'm not saying start YouTube, but like, don't get on stage and saying like, fuck you, like, that's not a justifiable way to handle your displeasement with the game. There's other justifiable ways and reasons to handle that situation.
Like, what really bothers me is when people review games and like it hasn't even been like patched yet, and they bitch about a game that technically is not out yet. It's like I said in my comment post, it's the world we live in now. I mean, if games are buggy, they're going to get patched nowadays. So,
but that, what? Like, I understand you said like that, and like I said that too. But like, Cyber and Bio, like, what do you think about games being patched? Like, do you think that's just like Are you accepting that fact, or are you calling foul and a game has to be patched day one, or it's like, are you accepting to the fact that like that's just the way the world works at this point?
I'd say it pretty much is the way the world works, but at the same time, I'd prefer it if if the game came out without it. But at this point, though, it seems like almost every game gets it, or just about every game. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not like against it, but at the same time, it also depends on the game. Like for an example, with like Tony Hawk 5, like the day one patch for that was like more than like the game itself. Like that was just like retarded.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was Fallout 76 too, but still, I'm still justifying it. Cyber, what do you think, man?
Another game that took forever to download because of a fucking update. Doom 2016. I really understand nowadays that that's going to be the way to go, but at the same time, I'm like, just like Bio said, I hate it when I put in a game into the PlayStation 4 and then I find out that there's a update installing and I click on it and that shit's over 50 gigs. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I wish a lot more would be done with these games on release day so there wouldn't be as many patches. It would be great. Okay, but I understand it's not going to happen nowadays. They're just going to release something and hey, if something's wonky, like trying to move Spider-Man and swing him around in that game, then you know what? We're just going to worry about it later.
Yeah, that does suck, but it's like you were just saying, it's companies, they want to like, we got to get this game out by the Christmas holiday and we'll patch it later. One thing that companies do need to fix, especially Microsoft and Sony with the PS5 or Xbox 2, whatever they call their next Xbox, they need to have bigger hard drives from the get-go. The fact that the Xbox One and PS4 had a 500 gigabyte, that was a joke. I took my 500, sold that on eBay, and got a 2 terabyte. If I still had my 500, that thing would already been full already.
These next-gen consoles need to have at least 4 terabytes on them.
I mean, but that only makes sense for them to have more terabytes because I'm sorry, but well, I'm not sorry about it. I don't give a fuck. But most people are buying digital. It's the way it's happening, and like honestly, these sales on digital, they fucking kill the physical sometimes. I mean, you can get them for like almost $10-15 cheaper depending on if you buy in digital or physical.
Well, I know with like right now with this gen, like physical games, like when you insert them to your console, they actually take up the same amount of space as a digital copy were. With PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, and Wii U, if you had a digital game, it would take more. But nowadays, it's both the same, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
When it comes to space.
Yeah. Well, fucking Fallout 76, that shit, the fucking patch for that game, no bullshit, was bigger than the fucking game itself. I get it. That would piss me. That is ridiculous. All right. You know what? Maybe I'm white knighting that fucking game a little bit too much, and I've honestly went there with myself. Like, maybe I'm just such a fucking fan. Maybe I like it that much. Maybe I'm justifying it too much. I have experienced glitches, but they're not the same glitches that I didn't experience in any of the fucking Fallout games. I mean, I feel like I experienced the same glitches that I experienced in any other Fallout game, in my opinion. But I've went there with myself, like, maybe you just like this game too much, dude. Like, maybe it really is bad. But after spending, 15 hours
Did you spend 60 on it?
No, I spent 80 because I bought the fucking dialed up version.
Now we know why you're white knighting it so much.
Oh, fuck you, dude. No. Look, no bullshit. I'm level 19 right now. And, yeah. I like it. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm having fun. Like, there's a reason I'm level 19. Like, I'm the type of person, if I don't like the fucking game, I'm not going to fucking play this shit. I got other shit to do. I got other games I need to play. I got a whole fucking shelf of games I haven't even touched yet. But I kept going back to it, and I kept playing it because, for one reason, I like it. It's just like any other Fallout game.
Well, if you like it, you like it.
Period.
There's
Right.
nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
What are your thoughts on like?
I like that. Like most people are like, really? You like that? And it's like, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Shit happens.
I mean, if you like something, you can like it. Who's the fuck to tell you otherwise? But anyway, what I was gonna say was, what are your thoughts on like pre-installed shit on your consoles that you can't delete? I hate that shit.
Like, what do you
Oh.
mean?
Like just
On the
apps and just
Vita,
different.
on the Vita, for example, there's like that Hangout shit. Like nobody uses that.
I
Nobody
don't
ever
think it's
uses
even
that.
active.
Exactly.
anymore.
Like, why can't I delete that and take like that whatever the fuck is off my memory? Why can't I fucking get rid of that? You can't get rid of that. It's there forever. I'm there to destined to like know that there's no PS Vitas in my fucking neighborhood.
Yes.
It's like another
Thank you,
reminder.
Sony.
Hey, this is why the system failed.
Yeah, because nobody knew
Yeah.
about it. Thanks a lot, Sony.
Good
It
job.
reminds
High
me of
five.
all the like the channels on the Wii that are now dead now, and it's just stuck there on your console. The forecast
know, isn't
news
that
channel,
funny?
and you can't get rid of it.
You got the Weather Channel app on that thing. You can't even use it either. You
Oh,
can barely use Google on that little internet browser.
oh yeah. Speaking of with like the Vita and shit, do you think when we were talking about the Sony doing like a Switch-esque console, a console hybrid
Right.
with
Right,
handheld,
right,
do you
right.
think like that could be like a successor to like the Vita? Do you think?
Well,
It's either
my
gonna
thing
be
is
the-
like they didn't support it, so my fear is that if it doesn't do well, they'll just pretend like it never fucking happened, like they did with the Vita.
Yeah, that's true. But like I said though, like it's something that like they could do it. They could, like compete with the Switch idea, but still have the PS5. I don't know. Or
Well,
maybe that'd just be
I
too
can see
much money
controllers
saved.
being PlayStation Vitas, but like upgraded versions of them. But then I can also see if that shit bombs, they'll just throw them in a ditch somewhere and they'll just
Yeah.
release normal looking PS5 controllers.
Yeah, I feel it could go either way. It's not going to be a dedicated handheld. I'll tell you that.
No, it won't be.
Sony's-
No.
Sony's done with that. Period.
I think everyone's done with that. Look at Nintendo; like their focus is completely shifted from 3DS, 2DS, completely to the Switch.
Enough, they're still getting a lot of 3DS games.
Yeah, the re-released 3DS games, but they're still releases.
Right, but I think their focus is completely shifted. In my opinion, maybe I'm looking at that wrong, but I think it's completely shifted. It's
No, it
all focused
has.
on the Switch.
It has
Well,
been focused on the
But they're
Switch.
still going to be selling 3DSs for a while because it's still making money for them.
Yeah, like, they made like Luigi's Mansion 1 on it recently, and then like
The Mario and Luigi's RPG on the Game Boy, they remade that one on there.
yeah, that too. And
What was it called again? Why am I forgetting the name of it?
Bowser's
Mario and
Inside
Luigi
Story?
Bowser's
Saga.
Inside Story.
No, Superstar Saga.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I love that game on GBA.
And also they made was it Kirby's Epic Yarn? They re-released that on 3DS.
And
The
Captain
games.
Toad's Treasure Tracker.
Hey, Toad's Treasure Tracker was all right, man. I
Dude,
actually
it
had fun with
was.
that.
And I saw my sister playing it. I actually was impressed with the port. Like, man, this actually looks quite decent on the 3DS.
Well, I played it on the Wii U. It was on the Wii U, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I'll
bought
get
that
it
for
again
my
on Switch soon. I liked it.
I bought it for my youngest son. I bought it for my youngest son at the time, and it was kind of cool. It was all right. It was a little
If
different.
anything, those sections were really the only ones I liked about Super Mario 3D World. I hated the rest of the game.
I actually enjoyed 3D World to a degree. Now I think the biggest part I liked about it was being able to play Mario with my kids, but all we did was argue the whole time. All we did was argue the whole fucking time. Like, no, stop, you jump, you go, you hang back, So it was a great idea, but it was like Monopoly. At the end, we were all fucking angry at each other.
Yeah, that shit's like fucking out of control.
Since the Nintendo Online's been out for a while, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
On what now?
The Nintendo Online service.
I don't really care for. All right, so I got it for the kids. I'm now paying $30 for my son to play fucking Splatoon 2 online. It's fucking I don't care. The NES shit, the NES games, I don't care. It's not my thing.
I I will say it's gonna pick up once Smash comes out in a few weeks.
Tyler
yeah,
said,
it's gonna be...
Tyler, do you got a Switch today?
He did?
Oh, nice.
Shit.
Oh shit! Everybody add him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, I'll add him.
I'll type in my my code into the chat. You guys can add me too if you guys don't have me. I think you guys do though.
Dude, I'd never touch that Switch. That
I don't
shit's just
have,
in my living room. I have one. I never touch it.
but I have all the rest of you.
Yeah, I know I have you, Cyber, and I think I actually do have K-Sound on there too. Actually.
Yeah, I have you, Bio. I have Cyber and Bio.
I play a lot of Mario Kart 8 online, and I like that it's $20 right now. But I know that shit is gonna be $40 very soon.
Oh yeah.
So you know what
it's
the
gonna
best
go
strat
up.
is to do is right now, buy like 2 of those at $20 while you can before the price goes fucking up.
Or
Yeah.
what you do is buy a shit ton of cards now and like hold on to them.
Buy like 7 of them, 7 to 10.
Hold on, let me.
It's gonna. I mean, it's gonna go up. It's a
Dude,
given.
it's going to, yeah,
There's
'cause
no way they
everybody's-
can keep that at 20 forever.
They won't. And then especially if they want to introduce maybe some Super Nintendo emulation on that thing in a while, like no, it's gonna go up. It's gonna go up.
I gotta take a leak, guys. I'll be right back.
All right, no worries. But yeah, no, they should add Super Nintendo games onto that service. That'd be cool.
Fuck
I'm playing
yeah,
them
they should.
online.
And put the N64 ones on here too. Why not?
Oh yeah. Yeah, if they did that, then
I don't-
So we don't
I
need
don't
no
know why
damn
they haven't
minis
added
anymore.
GameCube support for the
GameCube
Switch
would-
since you can now use the GameCube controller.
Yeah, the GameCube. This will run perfectly on GameCube games, so the Switch will be able to handle them perfectly. So come on, Nintendo, do it. Do it now.
I can just see
I
them
think
like.
I read something about hacked Switches running like GameCube or something.
Yeah,
Also,
there has been
Nintendo's
some stuff
cracking
like that.
down on piracy. By the way, there was a who it was. I think it's called Love ROMs and Love Retro. They had to pay like Nintendo over like I think it was like $12 or $13 million.
Yeah.
That's it. No, I'm kidding. That's a lot of money.
Well, they're originally gonna sue them for like over 100 million, but
Yeah, but they like I think talked them down or something. I don't know. I
Still a lot
didn't
of
read the
money,
whole
but
article.
man, that's a lot.
yeah, I mean,
But-
it sucks.
That's chump change to Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
But yeah, I kind of feel bad though. But at the same time though, that site used like a lot of like Nintendo images. That's why they got targeted. So wait, what the fuck happened here? Wait, are you guys still here?
Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah, I'm here.
Cyber just typed like a message. Maybe that's what popped up on your screen.
Oh, okay. Right.
He was typing his friend code thing.
Okay, because I saw a number come up. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
It's also in the chat thing.
Yeah, it's right there on the left. I had to figure it out because I haven't used Skype in a million years.
Well, it seems most people I would talk to before this over like Discord, nobody wants to use that.
I use it, but I don't use it for like voice chat though. I mostly use it just to talk about random shit and post memes and other dumb stuff. That's what I mostly use it for. But
You know what the real problem with the PS Classic is? They only have one Tekken game on there.
yeah, well,
And
I'm kidding.
the
It's shit.
second gripe is no analog stick. So any game that use analog stick, nope.
No Tomb Raider.
yeah, no like Ape Escape. That wasn't going to be
No
in
Ape
there.
Escape. That's a big one.
Hmm.
One thing that I also find to be kind of weird is that there is no like Legend of Dragoon, and the reason why I think it's weird
Not
is
at
because-
all.
I know that's weird because Sony
What the
owns that
fuck?
game.
That's a
Yeah, they
Sony
didn't
game.
have to pay anyone to put it on there.
No Turismo, right?
Well, that I can
What?
understand not putting.
Well, because you have Ridge Racer Type 4.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. Put it on.
Yo.
No. Oh, like the reason why I can understand them not putting Gran Turismo is because they would have to relicense like every single car.
Do it.
But they have 3 puzzle games on that fucking thing.
Do it. Yeah, it's that easy. It's that simple.
Show us you really put some effort into this product and that you
And-
really, really are paying homage to the PlayStation 1. Okay,
And-
you do it. That's
and
what I
most
say.
people don't know what Intelligent Cube is, which surprises me. Most people I've talked to.
That sounds like a
That's
horror movie.
No, you're talking about Cube.
Yeah, Cube.
Fucking Cube
Yeah, that's
game.
what. Yeah, Cube. But that was that shit.
Yeah, but no, Intelligence Cube is a good game, but yeah, that was like the only puzzle game they needed. Fuck Mr. Driller and fuck what was
Mr.
it?
Domino.
No, Mr. Domino fucking rocks. But
Why wasn't
it
that
doesn't-
on there? I'm asking. Why wasn't that on there? I would have liked it.
Yeah,
And-
no.
And the main reason like Intelligent Cube is like so expensive now is not many people bought it.
Yeah, that's another reason why I don't like hate the fact that it's on there, because it is an expensive game, and you know it is easy access for people that are like, oh, emulation, it's stealing, blah blah blah. Even though this is
Bro, just get a pie. Like, stop talking about the
Hey,
pie.
I was in the mall the other day. They're selling fucking retro pies at a fucking kiosk.
Yeah.
I took a picture of it and I sent it to Retro. I was like, dude, you need a kiosk in the mall now.
Just,
Oh,
bro,
That's hilarious.
Everybody
Did
needs
y'all
to get a
guys see
pie.
his video he uploaded?
With his ad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
I love how he
Y'all
has
see that-
Christmas
y'all see that
music
piece of
shit playing.
merchandise he
That's
has?
funny.
Y'all see that merchandise he has on his website with a T-shirt that says "Bro, just get a pie."
It should be on his face with his like arms shrugging, like.
No, dude, that one quote, "Bro, just get a pie." It should be on mugs. It should be on
You need-
beer mugs. It should be on
He needs to
mouse
trademark
pads.
shit.
Mouse pads.
They should have stickers of that shit so you could put it on your PS4. God damn, man. They should have bumper stickers of that too so you drive around. Bro, just get a pie.
People were behind him like, what the fuck does buy a pie? Is this like a Papa John's ad or?
Stickers and shit right there. It's like, what the fuck is this?
I know there's a site that you can like put like any image you want on like your whatever. Like you can either do like t-shirts, you can do mugs and all that. I'm trying to remember what it's called,
Is it
but I remember
Redbubble?
maybe that might be it. That sounds familiar.
They have mugs, they have cell phone accessories, t-shirts, pillows, you name
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, okay, maybe that might be it. But you know what I thought about like doing for one of them is put a like make like a shirt or something saying this shirt will offend someone.
DB says, no, Papa John's ad is burn crosses. No, it's it's also to like shred your fucking 401k and your benefits.
Yeah. No, he's not lying about that. That's very true.
I wonder how many people ordered pizza yesterday for Thanksgiving. I mean, who the fuck orders pizza on Thanksgiving?
Dude, I was almost there, man. Fuck that shit, dude. Man, it's a lot of fucking effort, man. I mean, making turkey and macaroni and cheese, man. I almost went there. I was like, "Did you guys want pizza?"
Dude, that's why we went out of town because all that shit was prepared over there at the hotel.
Right. So exactly. So I had to fucking cook all that shit.
mean-
That's an all day effort, man.
Shit.
We didn't cook a lot of shit. The only thing really my mom like put a lot of like work into was like a hash brown casserole. And we just made like easy shit like instant rice, fried some ham, made some mashed potatoes, and
I mean, credit to
Little
my
bit of
wife. My
pork,
wife
that
cooked
kind of stuff.
My wife cooked everything, man. I helped out with the turkey. God damn, man, that shit's a fucking all day event, bro.
I don't understand why people just go like overboard. It's like, yeah, I'm full. Let's go shop now that we're fucking our tummies are full.
I don't
of
know,
shit."
man. I like that shit, dude. The whole time I was eating, I was like, man, I can't wait to go see what games I'm gonna. I felt bad. I mean, at the same time, I was like, man, these people have to like work on Thanksgiving. I felt bad for them. At the same time, I was like, fuck you. I want your deals, boy.
Or just make like holiday shopping just a online thing, so people won't have to work.
Gravy sauce.
Dude, so people get
Muffin
even
crust?
lazier. Shit.
Well,
DB
honestly,
said if they
that's-
had
that's
a
why I'm glad I
Thanksgiving
just
pizza
ordered
with
the
gravy sauce,
things I wanted
stuffing
for my
crust,
house-
and
my
topped with
house, so I
turkey
didn't
and
have to
mashed
go out.
potatoes. A pizza with turkey and mashed potatoes, dude. I'd fucking have diarrhea till 2022.
I would too, but I would still eat that shit.
Turkey and mashed potato pizza?
Hell yeah. That sounds great right now.
Yeah, that actually sounds.
Are
really
you
good.
high?
No. Dog, I'll eat it. Okay, I'll take one for the team. I'll have all the bowel troubles afterward. I don't give a fuck. I just want one of those slices right now because it sounds biblical.
I mean, I'm cool with turkey and mashed potatoes, but like not like on fucking crust.
What do you got against
and
crust,
marinara
bro?
sauce. Especially for Papa John's. Better ingredients, my ass.
Dude, I ate their
That shit-
pizza like once a couple of years ago. To me, it tasted like ass.
Papa John, yeah. I mean, look, Papa John's is okay, but I want Pizza Hut all day long. Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm so pissed they don't do buffets anymore, man.
Pizza Hut around here sucks.
I fuck with Pizza Hut, man. I fuck with CC's Pizza, man. Y'all got CC's
Oh, yeah, they're
Pizza
good.
in Canada, Bio?
Wait, which one?
It's called
CC's Pizza.
CC's Pizza.
No, I don't think we have that. I've never heard of it.
It's an all-you-can-eat pizza buffet. They make all kinds of crazy pizzas
Oh, yeah.
and shit like that.
That
It's
sounds
all you
good,
can eat.
though.
It's pretty much mediocre pizza, but all you can eat.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, that's a thing.
and there's a new one that we have around here that opened maybe like a year ago. It's called Pizza Inn. I don't know if you guys heard of that.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen one.
Is that with
Yeah.
one end or two ends?
Oh, 2 ends.
Oh hell
Yeah,
yeah!
just
Because
like
if
an
it's one
inn,
end,
right?
it's like no, yeah. If it's one end, I don't trust that shit. It has to have that second end.
But yeah,
It
they
sounds like a
got,
hotel for
And
pizza
I don't.
and shit.
You can call me whatever you want to. It has to have two ends. You know?
but yeah, they have pizza, vegetables, and all kinds of shit.
Oh, fuck vegetables.
This
Yeah,
quickly
Right?
devolved-
I mean, am I alone on this? Fuck vegetables. Fuck
Dude,
that
this
shit.
went from a PS1 classic discussion to Pat the NS Punk to Blizzard. Now we're bashing the shit out of food.
Yeah, hell yeah. It was late. We're all hungry.
God damn it! Now I want a pizza.
Oh, yeah, actually, I do too.
You know what, dude? Actually, every Friday we have pizza, but we didn't have it today.
That's why.
Dude,
Fuck.
if y'all were near me, I'd order a pizza and then we could all fucking
Order
share.
me a pizza and have it delivered over here.
That would be-
I'll
the
see you
shit would
later.
cost like
Me
a
too.
dollar. But then by the time it got to you, it'd be fucking cold.
Who gives a fuck? Pizza.
Put that shit in the microwave.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Oh man. Okay. What are we talking about?
CC's Pizza and how biblical it is.
All of you can't go wrong with it.
I don't have CC's over here in California. I don't even know what the fuck that is until you brought it up.
Hey, is that fire near to you, bro?
What?
Is that fire near you?
Oh,
Huh?
he's talking about the California fire.
Like, is it near you?
Is it
Fire?
near? Damn it! Do I need a translator? Am I speaking in like weird tongues?
Yeah, please translate for me, please, because I'm lost.
There
I
are
went with-
forest fires in California. Are those
Oh,
in
you
your
didn't say
vicinity?
forest fire. Shit. No, thankfully.
What fire would I be talking about?
Dude, I don't know.
Are there other fires in California that like I'm not aware
No,
of?
because people nowadays when there's something people really like, they like to say, "Oh, that shit was fire." So I really don't know.
I
what the
mean,
fuck
we say
they're
that shit
saying.
too, but it's like, I mean, but like you guys have like a serious fucking problem that's on the news here. I mean,
When you say forest fire, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Jesus.
Thankfully,
I-
okay. To answer your question,
I think they
thankfully,
called it the campfire or some shit.
Oh, that's a campfire, all right.
shit, campfire taking down the whole house.
Yeah.
But yeah, thankfully we're in an area where we avoided a bunch of that stuff. And honestly, yeah, it did a lot of damage here, those fires this year, but I don't think it compared to 2003 because there was at least a fire in almost every single county around here to the point where we could not go anywhere. We couldn't go to San Diego. We couldn't go to Las Vegas. We couldn't go to Sacramento. We couldn't even go to the fucking ocean because over there in Malibu was burning up.
Oh,
That
shit.
was crazy. And also what made it worse was all those days it was at least 95 degrees. Here it alternated. One day was 75, one day was 85, but I never got past 90 at all.
Why is it always so hot over there and dry?
Well,
Mother
around
Nature?
October, November, that's when we have our dry months because before then during the summer it's always very humid. So once all that shit gets pushed out, it's very dry, and that is bad for fire hazards. Like, that's just asking for a fire hazard. Doesn't matter if it's really cold. If it's dry here, there's a good chance there's a fire breaking out somewhere.
Yeah, it's scary shit, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. The only thing we have to deal like down here is like mostly hurricanes and tornadoes and shit.
Us, it's the fires and the
Scary
earthquakes.
though. At least for me.
At
Because
least, yeah, we don't. At least we don't get the snow. That's probably really fun for you guys.
yeah, I'm not a fan, but it's okay. It's not like the worst thing ever.
Yeah. In 2003, we had a bunch of ash in the air too. Here, not so much. There was a little bit, but not too much.
Oh, so it almost became Silent Hill.
Oh, Down
Yeah.
Phoenix is asking you, Cyber, didn't you rake the leaves? But in all seriousness, I do feel for the people that have lost everything. It's very sad.
Oh yeah, that's never ever a good thing. Condolences to anybody who would be listening to this if they lost something in the fires here in Southern California.
Yeah, I saw the news story earlier today. They was like providing like meals for all those families, which is good, and they're going to give them like I think temporary like housing. I think so. That's good.
Yep, really good.
Oh yeah. Depressing stuff about our world. It's so fucked up.
Yeah, it's probably going to get to the point where we're going to like go find like a new planet to live on and shit.
Now we'll be dead by the time it gets to that point.
Yeah, it'll be like real life Fantasy Star.
I hope I'm dead by that point, man. I hate
Humanity will have killed itself before then. Trust me.
I hate moving 10 miles down the road. I'm not trying to fucking pack up and go to fucking
Go to Pluto.
or planet X27. I don't got time for that shit.
We're going to Pluto, and then we're gonna find out we can't habit there. So we're gonna go to planet X2978 dash Nintendo, whatever. A planet shaped like a
Nintendo
Nintendo
laptop.
Switch.
Yeah, Planet Nintendo.
I'm not going to Planet Nintendo. That shit's got fucking DLC charges out the anus.
There'll probably be a planet Reggie at some point too, shaped like Reggie's
And, it's
fat
all,
head.
and the whole fucking there's like a fucking big moon that night. No, it's just Reggie smiling at you.
Yes,
with,
And you know
that,
what? When you
with that
actually land
creepy
on that
with
thing-
that creepy look.
Dude, and when you land there, you see the sign that says "Welcome to this location," right? It's gonna say "My body's ready" on it.
Oh, you just reminded me of a picture I saw where in Majora's Mask with the moon with like the creepy fucking face.
Yeah, thanks. I'm not gonna sleep good tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I remember someone photoshopped a picture where they took the moon but replaced it with Reggie's face. It was so fucking weird.
I'm
Don't
sorry,
ever
but Reggie looks like he likes to touch children.
He does. It's creepy, dude. Whenever
Yeah,
it's
he looks
just
like
him and
he looks
No,
like
I'm not.
a
The moon
version
shit
of a-
aside, just Reggie on
what's
his
his
own
name?
by himself in his suit. He looks like he's on the pedophile list somewhere.
bullshit. I get scared whenever he's on camera in those Nintendo directs. Because he's looking straight at the
looks like
camera. and I
he's
get
directly
scared.
looking at your
He
junk.
was
Yes.
Playhouse guy.
Yes.
That's so creepy.
God damn it, Reggie, you pedophile fuck.
I could
How does the
see
saying go,
that
dude?
Planet.
How does the saying go? Real talk?
It could be.
All right, well, real talk, I guess. Yeah. Reggie's creepy.
And a pedophile.
Yeah. And creepy.
Oh god.
Speaking of your Beavis and Butthead shirt, Kamikaze, I hope Mike Judge comes to a convention down here. That'd be awesome.
Oh, Beavis and Butthead were the fucking shit back in the day, man.
Fire, yeah.
It sucks that the reboot bombed.
There was a reboot?
Yeah, there was a reboot.
Yeah,
a couple
2011,
years
I think.
ago, but it didn't last long.
Oh, that's probably why I don't know fucking about it.
Yeah, because by the time everybody knew about it, it was already canceled.
Yeah,
But the movie Do America is still the shit. I love it.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
great movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he's gone.
Have you ever seen like any of the other like films like Office Space and what was the other one?
I've seen Office Space.
Yeah, Idiocracy.
I haven't seen that one.
I never did.
Oh, it's really good. It's funny. It's where like a dude is like just a dumbass, but somehow he gets transported to the future and he ends up becoming like the smartest man on Earth because everyone else around him is like even dumber than him.
It kind of sounds like you described Rick and Morty just now.
A little bit, but
I just started watching Rick and Morty the other night. All right, I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking weird. It's fucking
It's so
weird.
dumb.
But
me.
it's
I
like
hate it.
it's like I feel like they're copying Futurama too much, in my opinion.
I was just about to say that.
I love Futurama. I don't give a fuck what you guys think. Futurama is one of my favorite shows of all time, and I feel like Rick and Morty is doing nothing but copying Futurama.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Nah, I agree. Futurama's the shit. But as for Rick and Morty, I've only seen like a couple episodes, and I guess a little bit I can kind of see where it copies shit from it. But at the same time, I don't know. It's all right. I don't think it's like the worst show ever, but I don't think it's like the most amazing thing ever.
But I will say, I think underrated, one of the best fucking Adult Swim fucking shows ever that I watch and I am obsessed with, and I can tell you every quote from every show, period, is Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
That needs to come back.
God damn it, I love Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That goddamn show is so funny and weird, but it's fucking hilarious. You guys ever watch that shit?
A little bit.
Cyber or Bio?
Yeah, I watched it with.
But I know
that. God damn it, Bio. Shut up.
Go.
I watched a couple episodes with one of my buddies, and yeah, it was good. I never got into it entirely, but from what I did see, I did like it.
It's fucking weird, and it's Shake is so fucking mean.
Yeah,
and
Shake.
Selfish.
I was gonna kick out of him. It's just a fucking
Meatwad
milkshake.
is so innocent and trying to be so pure-hearted, and Shake does nothing but tear him down. And fucking the Frylock is nothing but like the intermediate who's just trying to help out and do the right thing. And Shake does nothing but be a selfish piece of shit
Shake
in every show. And it's fucking brilliant. And Shake's my favorite character.
Such a douche.
Shake was my favorite too.
He's a fucking asshole.
And also, Carl is weird too. The neighbor.
Yeah, sadly, I never actually like sat down and watched it, but I know a little bit about it.
Oh man, pick 3 random episodes. Doesn't matter. They're all fucking weird. They're all fucking funny.
I know that they're like really short episodes, like what they're like
10 minutes. 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Better yet, there's probably a montage of Shake on YouTube. His best moments.
Yeah.
Just look that up, please. Just look that up.
I'll probably do that.
Shake is the man.
And he's like, "Oh, Meatwad, you want to fucking go to bed? Well, I'm gonna call Dracula. He's gonna come to your bed tonight, and he's gonna suck your blood and eat your meat." And Meatwad's like,
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, I didn't mean to go there, but he probably will come to your bed tonight." It's like he has that remorse for a second, but he's like, "Fuck it," and he still just goes in.
I used to be big on watching Robot Chicken, but now it's just gotten stupid.
It was so great at a time.
Yeah, it used to be good.
So great. Remember the Grand Theft Mario where they went to Vice City?
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I also love the Dragon Ball Z one.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys seen the Final Fantasy VII cafeteria skit. That's pretty funny.
I never saw that. Damn.
Look it up on YouTube. It's fucking funny.
I gotta look that up.
It's funny as fuck, dude. You should watch it.
Just Robot Chicken FF7, right?
Yeah, it's funny, dude.
I need to watch
Yeah,
that.
but I'm telling you, that Mario one was just classic.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
They get a cop star for destroying a turtle.
Oh, fuck. I know Seth. Is it Seth Rogen or is it Seth Green that makes
Green.
it?
It's Seth
okay.
Green, yeah.
Oh, that dude's a fucking weirdo though.
Dr. Evil's child.
Dude, that's fucking Scott Evil.
Not Evil, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a South Park World of Warcraft episode. I hope they do one on like Fallout 76 or something.
I don't know, man. I thought that Austin Power movies were fucking hilarious when they came out, and then like I tried to show it to other people, and they were like, "I don't fucking get it." But I thought
Because it was a product of its time, really. You had to be in the 90s to truly understand what's going on.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I thought they were fucking brilliant.
I still think they're brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, it's true.
Did you hear that apparently Michael Myers said he was going to make another one?
They've been planning that for a while, but nothing's really come out of it.
If it comes out now, it's gonna be trash. It's just like it's not the original source material. It's not what it used to be. 2018. Everybody's gonna shit all over it.
Oh yeah, like I know it's not going to be great, but it's just something that I kind of thought about. And I'm like, that
It's better to just leave it in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone coming from a diehard fan of it, yeah, don't make it anymore, please.
I mean, it's like what they tried to do with what was it, Dumb and Dumber 2?
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
I never seen it, but I just had a feeling it wasn't going to be good.
Oh, have y'all ever seen was it Harold and Kumar Go White Castle?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. I did not.
You never saw that shit? Well, I mean, it's like, all right.
Not out of apprehension. I just never got around to seeing it.
No, fair enough. I mean, it's like, all right. Back in my younger days, I used to smoke a lot of weed.
Marijuana.
I don't smoke. I mean, I've got kids now. I don't do that shit, but I used to. And like, I used to think Half Baked was the funniest movie ever, and it's still funny. It's still got some funny. With
what's his name?
Dave Chappelle.
And then Jim Brewer.
Jim Brewer, yep. And and I thought that movie was fucking hilarious. And now that I go back and watch it, I'm like, the fuck was I thinking? This is fucking stupid. And I get it. I can see because I used to think it was hilarious. And there's still parts where what's the Hispanic guy's name? I forgot what his name is, but he's in the subway shop and he gets fired. And he's like, fuck you, you're cool. Fuck you. And when he says you're cool, he's pointing to like some weird clown in the corner. He like throws up his thumb. He's like, yeah. But yeah, there's random shit in it like that. But it's like it's one of those movies like you gotta be smoking in order to enjoy it.
Speaking of movies with that kind of source material, did you ever see How High?
Yeah, absolutely, I did.
Did you like it?
I think maybe the first time I watched it, I liked it. I don't remember too
I think
much
I've
from
seen
it.
it, but I haven't seen it in ages, so I don't remember. But I know the name though.
That's with Method Man and Red Man, and they go to college.
Yeah, they get magical marijuana and then they're all smart with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I did. It's just like I said. It's just yeah.
There was a sequel of sorts. I forgot what it's called. What Harold and Kumar Escape Guantanamo or something.
Guantanamo Bay. I think
Yeah.
I remember that.
I didn't see that one.
I never seen any of the other ones. I just seen White Castle.
The only reason I watched it is because I love White Castle hamburgers.
I've never had one, ever.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah. They got onions
Oh
on
my
them, man.
gosh.
Fuck onions. I don't eat onions. Fuck that shit.
just scrape them off and eat it, man. It's
Nah,
so
man.
good.
I get the onion taste after.
Be a man, K-Sound. Be a man. What's up with this?
Okay. If I come up north, I'm gonna buy you one, and I'm gonna make you eat it.
Well, we don't have. I don't even think we have a White Castle here, but we have like the frozen ones, and fuck that shit.
We do too.
It comes
The
with
frozen ones are kind of.
It comes with the onions on it. I think I bought them one time just cause, and I scraped the onions off of it, and still it didn't do it for me, man.
He's like, fuck that shit.
Speaking of Adult Swim, there's another new show that came on like maybe a few months to a year ago that I never watched. It was called Mike Tyson Mysteries. I never watched that.
Oh yeah, it looked funny in the preview though. This is ridiculous.
I was trying to get him with a body shot. And he went in there, making woman death. It was crying in there. I was making him cry.
What do you guys think of Bill Cosby having to spend pretty much the rest of his life behind bars now, pretty much?
Jello pudding pops.
Not surprised.
Yeah,
But I'm still disappointed because I love himself, the special, sorry.
Him and 6ix9ine gonna be hurled.
Ugh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know
Well,
that like
way
one
to go
rapper
there,
got
huh?
arrested, right? Was it 6ix9ine Takashi or whatever?
Yeah.
Wasn't he
I don't
killed
know,
or something?
What?
I'm
Wait,
probably
what?
thinking of someone else. But anyway,
6ix9ine
continue.
Takashi, he apparently is apparently can be close to be doing life behind bars. He was a prominent. I would never say a hip. All right, I think everybody knows. Like,
I seen him. Yeah, he was.
I'm a huge hip hop head, and yeah, that's not hip hop. That's just garbage.
Yeah, I tried listening to it after. I don't know how he came up, but some YouTuber mentioned it, and I had to listen for myself. Was it really that bad? Yeah, it was that bad.
Yeah. I don't do that shit, man. I don't like that. I'll put it that way. That's not what I like. But yeah, he's apparently spending hopefully, not hopefully, yeah, hopefully, fuck him. Life behind bars, fuck him.
Damn, shots fired.
Dude, I mean, I like hip hop. That's not hip hop. That's just
I get you.
that's just bullshit. Anyway, I want to go ahead and end the stream pretty soon, guys. A couple things I want to talk about before we leave. Kuza Kiwami was free last month.
Play that shit.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's the one I started off with. Play it.
How long is the campaign?
It's as long as you really want. Like, if you just want to do like the main story stuff, it's
15
if I rushed it,
about 15.
that's pretty decent. Not long. That's a pretty decent. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause you got to remember this is a remaster or a remake, whatever, of the original Yakuza on the PS2, so it's not going to be that long.
yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2. The sales that it made. Do you think that's justified? Do you think it's that good of a game?
Well, I mean, I like the first one for what it was. I didn't think it was like the best shit ever, like a lot of people said it was, but I thought it was good. As for 2, I mean, it looks good, but I'm not like hyped for it.
I enjoyed the original Red Dead Redemption, but masterpiece of that generation, fuck you. No, it's not. It's got plenty of problems that do not deserve that label. However, I did enjoy it, but I'm going to wait until Red Dead 2 gets cheaper, because that's what I did with the first one, and I'm glad I did, because there was a lot of stuff about the first that I did not like.
Yeah, it takes like way too long to get to like point A to point B, and it's like, oh. And then after when you're done doing that, you gotta go all the way back, and it's like, oh.
And then they made you hurdle or gather cattle 3 or 4 times when you're just trying to complete the story. It's like, what the fuck? I understand doing this once just so you get familiar with it, and then they'll tell you, okay, it's right there if you want to get a trophy later on. But they made you do that shit a lot in the story. What the hell?
Yeah, there was a lot of bullshit missions I didn't like.
Yeah, and you had to shoot birds from a barn? What the fuck? I don't want to do that shit.
But Red Dead Redemption 2, getting as many sales as it got, that it got so much praise that it got. What do you think about that? Do you think it is justified? Do you think people are just riding the hype train of it? Do you think that it's actually really that good of a game? I have it, and I'll tell you, if you give me a couple seconds to think, or tell you what I think about it. To me, I only spent about 2 hours with it, right? It just happened to be about a time that I was really busy with work, and I didn't have a lot of time to play games. So the time that I played with it, it just seemed like a fucking movie. I was like, when do I get to fucking play? I shot a couple dudes in the face, but most of the time I was just watching some guy ride a horse with a stove, and it was like, okay. But BMG told me it opens up a lot more after that. But I saw Xander's post, which I thought was really interesting. Like, do I really need to wait for a game to be good? Or should it just be good?
No, it
right
needs
off
to be
the
good
gate?
right from the get-go, and it needs to have good controls and good response time. Okay, something that Spider-Man did not fucking have. I'm still pissed off about that. But
Fair
yeah,
enough, fair
after
enough.
a while, it did settle down, and you got used to the controls, and it did become fun. But yeah, right out of the gate, that shit has got to capture my attention. If it doesn't, chances are I'm not going to invest all that time into your game.
Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance could learn from that.
Fuck that game. I'm saying it right now. Fuck Kingdom Come Deliverance. Queendom Come Deliverance. Fuck
Yeah.
that game.
But being in
We're talking
2000, all
about
right,
queendoms.
we're in
We're talking
2008.
about queendoms.
We're
right?
in
Fuck Kingdom Hearts 3.
2018. We're in 2018, right? So like, is this the game that that is like completely understand it for you guys? Just and I want to hear your opinion. Like, is this a game that's understandable to like take time to buy into, to take time to learn, or is like fuck that shit? If this game does not grab me by the balls the first 5 seconds I play it, fuck it.
That's my stance right there. It needs to grab me from the get-go. And if I'm going to wait a couple hours before it gets good, fuck that game.
For me personally, like I play a lot of like different RPGs, and a lot of those.
Dude, there's too many games this generation that are AAA, and that are games that weren't really that focused on time-consuming bullshit beforehand. And a lot of that shit takes time for you to actually start enjoying it, and I hate that.
Yeah, like I understand it's frustrating, and I do like kind of agree to a point. But
RPGs, that's one thing because that's the point, right?
But what if what if the emphasis on that game is that it's amazing after that first couple of hours? It's the best game you could ever enjoy in your life. But you have to wait those first couple of hours to get through it. Is that does that kill it for you, or is that something that entices you?
I guarantee you this: it will make me wait until it's like $10 or $15.
Well, yeah, that's another.
That's a fair statement. That's a fair statement.
Yeah, like
it
depends on how much you paid for it, and then there's also.
I'm definitely not paying $60 for that bullshit. Fuck no.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna pay full price for Red Dead 2. As much praise as it's getting, I'm not like in a rush to go out there and fuck around with it. But like I said, it depends how like slow it starts out. Like if it's like just slow and kind of boring-ish, I mean, I can sort of deal with that, but if it's just like fucking horrible and like the controls are just awful, then yeah, I would probably have an issue with that. And also, as to answer your question earlier about like like the sales, I mean, it's a Rockstar game. Of course, it's gonna like make dollars.
Didn't it, Spider-Man outsell that game though?
On opening
I think it might have on opening day, but I think Red Dead like killed it in overall sales.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I just remember hearing that like on opening day it sold more, but as of total right now, I have no idea.
I don't know specific numbers, but I think that just the question remains to me is like, like I got sucked into the hype of the Red Dead Redemption. The thing is, I never played any of them. I never played one. I bought it full price, $60. Went home, spent 2 hours, and I was like, what the fuck did I do? It's just not my thing, man. It could be for someone else, and I gave it a whirl. I gave it the old college try. And I heard it gets better, but my whole stance was, that was my question to you guys. Like, maybe I should wait. Maybe I should wait till it gets better. But it didn't get me. It didn't grab me. If it didn't grab me, like, it's not going to pull me in to continue to play in it. Like, I got what I thought it is. I played it, and it's not what I expected it to be. Maybe it gets better, but like, if it doesn't give me that expectation right off the gate, like, was it like Vanquish, like one of my favorite games of all time? That shit like throws you like fighting fucking robots right off the fucking gate.
Killer mechs right away.
Exactly, that's my whole thing.
First little section of that mission.
You're playing a fucking game that just takes your fucking balls and your dick and says, "Get the fuck over here," and you're there and you're fucking playing it. Red Dead Redemption is like, well, howdy, and I'm like, nah, dude, like I don't got time for that shit. Like, fuck, I want to fight, howdy, I want to shoot, I want to kill something, and it didn't do that for me. I'll give it time. Look, I paid $60 for it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna at least try it again for sure. I don't want that money to go to waste, but just I don't get it, man. I mean, people have their different expectations of games. That's not my expectation of a game, man. I wanted to fucking rock my socks off the fucking first moment I play it. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. And it's funny when you mentioned like about like it taking forever and people are telling you that like it gets like a million times better. People have said the same thing when Final Fantasy 13 came out. A lot of people were saying like after like putting hours and hours into the game like finally opens up near like the end of it, and well, it's just,
By that
just
point,
what
like,
happened with
what the
that.
fuck?
Like no one fucking like cared about it. What it reminded me of.
I think a big reason too why games are taking so long for them to really get interesting is I don't know why, but this gen of gamers, they really like the whole cinematic approach, and I think a lot of it has to do with those Telltale games.
Yeah,
They
games
just
like
like all of that stupid
It
shit
could be,
playing
but
for them, so
I
they
like.
just stuff it in their face the first couple hours before you can actually start doing stuff.
And right, and fair enough, but like I like Telltale games to a degree, but at the same time, I could also say that those games were fucking boring.
Yeah,
Um,
they're boring most of the time because you're just listening to them, and then you have to make a choice, and then based on that choice, they'll remember you for it, and it's going to affect the
Right.
outcome later. It's like, who gives a fuck? I want to do something here,
yeah,
and
it's
not just
also
walk
like
around
David
and search
Cage
for
games like
notes or
that
something.
too. Like games like was it Detroit Become Human? Rain.
Fucking Heavy Rain, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, games like that too. And then
Press X to advance. Not for me.
Yeah.
yeah, even like Last of Us is kind of like that too at certain points.
It is.
Yeah, kind. No, I can't justify that statement.
Well,
I can't justify that statement. Last of Us was all right. The first cinematic. All right, here, The Last of Us. That first cinematic. Oh man, that shit almost fucking made me cry, dude. Where his daughter gets killed. That drove me into it.
Spoiler alert, by the way, but go ahead.
Who the fuck has to play the last? Dude, that game's like
I know,
fucking
I'm
5
kidding
years
you. I'm
old.
kidding you, dude. I'm kidding you.
It's a good game.
Everybody knows what happens already. Go ahead.
It's all right. I will admit that I think that the gameplay is very Uncharted with zombies to a degree.
Yeah.
But I still think it's a good game. Do I think that it gets the praise that it deserves? Not really. I think it's actually not that great of a game mechanically, but it still has I think that it has a really great aura around it and the story. I think it's a good game, but I don't think that it gets the praise that it deserves.
No, I do agree. Like, I think it's pretty good. It's just, there are certain parts in the game that do annoy me. And, like, what I was getting to with that comparison was that there are certain times in that game where there's, like, a lot of cutscenes and you're just like, oh, like, fuck off. Like, I just want to, like, fucking shoot at these, like, people.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I like the game. I remember the first time I played it, when I was playing it, I was just like, why is everybody loving it this much? Like, this is another over-the-shoulder fucking zombie game. I don't get it. Like, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but, like, it's not fucking groundbreaking or anything like that. It had its moments. Don't lie. I won't lie. It had its moments where I was like, oh, shit. Nah, dude, I'm not crying. I just got, like, something in both my eyes. I'm good. No, but it was good, man. It was good. It was good in storytelling to a degree, but like for it to be like reprimanded as like the most amazing fucking PS3 game of all time, it's good, but I don't think it holds that stature.
Nah, definitely not.
It gets too much praise. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
For me.
It's all right, man. It's okay.
It's good. Okay, it's good, but to me, it's not great.
Yeah, that's kind of like with me with when I played the first two God of War games on PS2. I was like, it's good, but I wasn't like super amazed by it like a lot of people were telling me about it at the time.
I don't know. I like those. But after playing other games that kind of like stole its thunder, i.e. Dante's Inferno, I kind of see its flaws big time.
Oh yeah, Dante's Inferno I think is like way better. I always like that one a lot better.
Dude.
Even though I know it's very similar, but
Yeah.
I just think like the ideas in it were a lot more interesting and much more creepier and what the fuck. But funny enough though about that is that God of War isn't even like that like original when it came to like the whole like hack and slash like Greek mythology game, because another game that came out like I think like a year before that was Rygar on PS2. I don't know if you guys know about that one.
I never heard of that.
Yeah,
I heard of it, but I never played it.
yeah, it's kind of like a Ninja Gaiden Black. In fact, it's made by the same people.
That game's
And
too hard. That game's too fucking hard.
The one
yeah,
on the OG Xbox, right?
yeah, it's made by Tecmo, and like I said, it's
That explains why.
yeah. But yeah, like I said, Rygar is like very similar to God of War, and yet for some reason it's like that game like no one gave a fuck about it, and then like a year later a game comes out that's well, not exactly, but like almost the same thing, and yet it like got like tons of praise and everything. I don't know, I just always thought that was weird.
I know. I don't understand when that happens sometimes. I don't get it.
Dante's Inferno was fucking amazing though. Like from the story to the game, like hands down, like it was to me. It was fantastic. It's a fucking classic. A lot like that was Verso Games. I mean, they made some fucking bomb ass classics, guys.
Yeah, like
fucking
Dead Space.
Dead Space. What was the other one? They made something else in there.
Mirror's Edge?
No,
No, they didn't make Mirror's Edge.
that was done by Dice.
Fuck. I'm getting all mixed up here.
Verso made God damn it,
I'm gonna look it up.
God damn it, they made something else in there. But it was really, really good. But they made some really great games.
Oh shit, they made Future Cop LAPD. I never knew that. That game was fucking awesome.
Future Cop LAPD.
It
Yeah,
was
PS1.
on PS1.
That sounds like it's a star Sylvester Stallone.
Judge Dredd.
No, Demolition Man.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Great movie.
And Snipes.
Yeah, yo, Mick. I'm in the movie with Wesley Snipes and Sandra Bullock, you know? It's gonna be great.
Hey man, I think they were onto something, man. Taco Bell is still killing everybody. Man, Taco Bell might literally be the fucking restaurant of the future.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. I miss that little chihuahua, man.
Get a Taco Bell.
Yeah, around here, that shit was everywhere. And
Oh,
we
what's their
understood what it was.
Hey, I had every last one of those Taco Bell dogs. All of them. All of them. The ones you push and it says like, you know, like, oh, you're dreaming, you want Taco Bell? I had all of them, dude. I had all 6 of them. There were 6 of them.
I only had one of them.
Taco
didn't
Bell's
talk.
giving away a Xbox One X.
Yeah, good luck
Cool.
getting that shit.
I guess. Who gives a
They kind of like try and scam
you have
skin.
you have Sunset Overdrive on Steam here. Yeah, I'm really gonna get an Xbox now. Yeah,
Like
Hey, you know what, man? You know
I'll
what?
just wait for the
that
Xbox
was something else
720.
actually I wanted to talk about. Hey, I guarantee, I'm not guaranteeing it. You know what? Fuck that. I ain't gonna say that shit. You're gonna like hold me to it. Listen, I really feel the next generation, Xbox is gonna be on top. I really think they're plotting. They've already known their demises. They've already fucking fallen apart. It is what it is. I am very thinking that next generation, Xbox might be back on top again, man. They got all those developers up under the belt, the ones that make really good games for all these other PS4 games this season, or this year, or this generation. I really think Xbox might be on top again next year, guys.
I think so. As long as they don't like fucking waste it. Like for an example, when Microsoft bought Rare, they didn't do fuck all with them.
it's just Viva Pinata. Fucking games.
Pinata, best game. But no, like I do hope that like they do learn from their mistakes from this gen, though.
Dude, just be better than this gen, and we'll be fine. Okay. Just have more
Microsoft should
exclusives.
let Nintendo
please.
buy Rare. Enough said. They should let them buy them. Because
Nintendo will probably buy
like you guys said, they're
Microsoft
not doing
because-
anything with them.
Yeah,
Look. Xbox 360 to me murdered the PS3, hands down. All right, we come full circle back around. PS4 destroyed Xbox One. I feel that you know what, PS, PlayStation, Sony, they learned from their mistakes with PS3. I'm not saying PlayStation 3 did a terrible, terrible bad job, but they made a lot of terrible decisions. And I think
mostly
that-
at the launch.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's true. That's fair enough. But look, I know that Sony is worldwide. Microsoft is more of the North America type, company. I get it. I understand that. Sony's always going to win in the long run. But I think as far as us as North American type people, I think that Microsoft might kind of win us this next go around. They bought a lot of developers who have done amazing things, and hopefully, I say hopefully, I do think they're going to do some very creative shit. And I think that Microsoft is not one to be counted out. They have done amazing shit in the past. I know Halo has gone by the wayside, but do you bring back a new Halo game? Dude, a lot of people are back on Xbox's side. They bring back some type of Gears of War, not Gears of War per se, but a Gears of War-esque type something. People will be back on Microsoft's side. There's a lot of things Microsoft can do with the companies that they acquired. Ninja Theory? God damn, Ninja Theory makes great games, man. They could really do something creative if they take the time and the effort to do it. But I don't know, man. I think Microsoft could be back, and I hope they don't fuck it up.
Yeah, no, I do want them to do good. And like you said, like Ninja Theory, like, like goddamn, like you played Hellblade, right?
I haven't. But I did play, and I know I think we talked about this before, but that Devil May Cry. I liked it. I really liked that game. I thought it was very good. I thought the art style was very cool. I thought the gameplay was very cool. It was basic to a degree, but I actually really enjoyed it. Everything about that game, I thought it was very, very well done.
Yeah, no, well, like I said in that time, like I thought it was good. I just preferred 3, but that's just me though. But
yeah,
I really do hope they do utilize them. Like I said, because I don't want them to do the same thing that they did with Rare, where like, oh, we have this, and then it's like, oh, here you go, you have Grabbed by the Ghoulies, and I don't know, like Vignette Pinata, and there you go, fuck off. I don't want them to do that shit.
I think that they're in a pinch, though. I think that they're in a spot where they have to turn shit around. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think that Xbox has been capable of great things. And I don't think they're to be counted out. I know they're kind of like been a meme and a joke this generation. But think about when it was 360 and PS3. Goddamn, 360 kicked PS3's ass up and down. In my opinion. I was a huge 360 fan.
Not for the first half of the generation, because the whole like Red Ring bullshit.
Still, in overall sales and games, and how many companies sided with Microsoft and making their games on Microsoft, right?
Well, the other thing too was that when PS3, it was using the way how it was built was very difficult for a lot of people to make games on.
That's true. That's true.
Like Bethesda games on there ran horribly.
Yeah, I think they call it the cell processor or something.
Yeah, it's a cell processor, whatever.
That's true, but I mean, all that shit aside, I do think in my opinion, I think the 360 was way better than the PS3. And
well, the later models, yes, but the original one is just crap.
Yes, at Red Ring, understandably, but I mean, also, I have a fucking fat PS3. Was 8 gigabytes. 8 gigabytes, guys. 8 gigabytes. It hasn't fucked up, but it's 8 gigabytes. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? The fuck am I supposed to do with that?
You mean 80, right? Not 8.
No, 8. 8.
So what the fuck?
You got the wrong one then, dude. There were 80 gigabyte PS3s back then. What the fuck did you buy?
No, I bought a refurbished PS3, and
there you go, refurbished.
And it was literally 8 gigabytes. Period. And that was hold on.
What?
You fucked up right there. It was refurbished.
No. All right, I lose my mind. All right, I'm losing mine. 20 gigabytes. 20.
Okay.
20 gigabytes.
Oh, okay, no, you got the 40 gigabyte model, but I think like you have it updated and that like takes space. So like you have like 20 left over, I think.
No, they sold PS3s for 20 gigabytes. Period.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, they did. They did. That was the first initial thing.
Oh yeah, because I think it was 20 and I think
there was a 20. There was a
20, 40, 60, and 80. I remember seeing those.
Yes, yeah. I bought a 20 and a refurbished. There's a long story to that shit. But anyway, PS3, I bought one. And I don't know what you guys' experiences are with it, but I fucking hated it. I fucking hated it. I wanted my 360 back. My 360 got stolen. I thought the 360 was vastly superior to the PS3. PS3 maybe had looked a little bit better. Maybe whatever, but everything as far as the interfaces, as far as the online, as far as everything, as far as games and the games that were coming to it, 360 killed the PS3, in my opinion.
I agree with some. Like, I do agree that the online with 360 was better because, like, yeah, you paid for it, which, you know, is kind of like, but at least,
but it was
like,
more. It was way more intuitive.
Yeah, it was. It was, and like the servers were better for a lot of their games. The UI, I think it depends. Like because I find with the 360, they changed up the UI like a lot of times, and there were some UIs that they had that looked really nice that I liked, and then there were some that like I didn't like as much. Where at least with PS3, they just kept it the same. So, but
Well,
you know that's what it is. What it is. But
Games.
yeah. I'd say, yeah, at first, the 360 had, like, a lot of really good exclusive. Not only from, like, bigger, like, AAA companies, but even, like, the smaller ones were really good. Where with PS3, you had a lot of flops. Like, you know, games like, what was it? Haze.
Haze.
Halo
It was supposed to
killer.
be the Halo killer, yeah.
Yeah,
The game was
like
complete ass.
Yeah, that was just bad. And then you had Lair, which was like a really awful like dragon game where you used a 6XX, and it was just really bad.
What was that game
Bulletstorm?
where it was like
No,
a
not
complete like
Bulletstorm, sorry.
aerial combat game where it was like 30 fucking versus 30 or some bullshit like that?
thing was Mag or something.
Warhawk? Is it Warhawk?
Or,
But yeah, Warhawk was the flying game. Meg was the online only game that was kind of like Battlefield.
Oh yeah, Mag. It was like it
Oh, yeah.
advertised itself as like 50 versus 50 or 100 versus 100 or something like that, right?
Yeah, that game you can't like play it at all anymore. It's like a useless paperweight.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I always just feel like the PS3 was very inferior to the 360. My whole point with that is I just feel like Xbox could be on top again if they made the right decisions, because they were, in my opinion. They got a lot. I mean, look, Final Fantasy even migrated to 360 to Microsoft. Final Fantasy, guys, the game that was like really exclusive to Sony and did their own shit. Like they made shit with Microsoft. I never thought I'd play a Final Fantasy game on a Microsoft fucking.
Well, they kind of traveled all over. I mean,
Yep.
they started with Nintendo, then with Sony, and now, now it's just like any of the two, really.
I think it's whoever's making the most money, which i.e. is Microsoft, or at the time.
Oh wait, which Final Fantasy game are you referring to that was only on 360? Because as far as I'm aware, like 13 was on both.
No, they were all on both, but I think that it was interesting for them to bring their game over to Xbox, because I didn't think I would ever play a Final Fantasy game, because I always kind of associated Final Fantasy games with Nintendo, yes, and with Sony. I never thought I would play a Final Fantasy game on Xbox ever, and that just kind of
you
showed
just
me.
have Fable all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I just kind of felt like, that Microsoft was doing so well, like it was bringing over IPs that like what you wouldn't think that would be able to be playable in a Microsoft game console.
yeah, but I don't think not a lot of people are going to be buying Kingdom Hearts 3 on Xbox. Though most people are going to be buying that on PlayStation 4, and a lot of people want Kingdom Hearts on Switch. But if the Switch can't even run Final Fantasy 15, I don't think it's going to run Kingdom Hearts at all.
They'll just pick another pocket edition like they did with Final Fantasy 15. Problem solved.
Yeah, that garbage. Oh, who wants to play that shit? Who
What
wants to play a
is
mobile
what is
game?
that?
Play-
What is that, by the way?
It's
basically like a pop
mobile
figure
game,
version.
So it's the same game with pop figures?
pretty much.
Oh fuck me.
But a lot of the stuff is like boarded off. Like you can't do side quest shit, and just it's pretty much a
So
very dumbed down. version.
It's a
So
bare
they-
bones version.
So they took Final Fantasy 15, shrunk it down to the main quest only with pop figures.
In a nutshell, yes.
It sounds.
That's the pocket edition.
I mean, it fits in your pocket, right? I mean, on your cell phone.
Yeah, it was originally mobile, but then they made a Switch port of it because
Yeah,
why
it's
not?
on the
And then
it's
they
on the
ported it on
Xbox too.
PS4.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on the PS4 or Xbox or somewhere in there. I saw it.
Yeah,
and I was
but-
like, and you know what? They have the audacity to use the same cover as Final Fantasy 15, but with pop figures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "What are you doing? What are you trying to fool me, son of a
Don't-
bitch?"
Yeah, but don't bother with that. Just play the real game.
Well, I have
And
it.
and make sure you have the latest update too.
Get the
It's like-
Royale edition.
Yeah, I think it's like
Has all the shit in it.
1.26 or something now. And I think that's like probably going to be the last update because a lot of the playing DLC was scrapped. They're only going to finish one more DLC pack.
Ardens, I think.
Yeah, the other 3 episodes scrapped.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't really like too thrilled about them, mostly because I don't know. I played it, I beaten it, I liked it, but it's not really the type of game I want to go back to right now. Probably not for a long time, actually.
And even though a lot of people are hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3, I guarantee you that Square Enix is going to freaking DLC the shit out of that game.
Oh yeah.
If they haven't already.
And they just finished development, by the way, with like 2 months before the game even comes out.
Oh, you know that shit's gonna have problems. A lot more
Oh
so
yeah,
than it usually
oh
does.
yeah. You don't have to tell me. I know it is. That's why I'm waiting.
But I hope you do, man. I hope you do.
But I will pre-sell one on eBay because there are people who are going to play day one regardless if it's buggy.
Yeah.
I
'cause-
just hope they don't have any like save shit with like Kingdom Hearts 2.5. Like your game will randomly crash if you try to save in like Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. It's just random poof.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's fucked up.
That's why I'm hoping 3 doesn't have that problem. Ooh, I will be so mad. You know, go around grinding for 30 minutes for an hour. Oh, your save crashed. What?
What?
That's
exactly. That's everybody's
man.
fucking. That's everybody's.
Dude, it's gonna have problems
thoughts.
because the hype is too big for the fan base, man. It's too
And-
big. It's gonna have problems.
In-
It's not gonna
it's-
be a game you've been waiting for all these years. It's gonna be
Can
a
you
flawed game.
imagine when if Final Fantasy VII remake comes out?
That'll end up being better
What?
than Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'm gonna say this right now. I think it's already gonna get moved to the PlayStation 5.
Oh yeah, I think it is. I think it will be.
Yeah, but
What if it ends up being like Half-Life 3, where we never get it?
No, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Well, the whole
What if? What if?
Well, the whole Half-Life 3 thing is not even like official. People just want
Want
it to happen.
Half-Life 3 is never gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, there's Left 4 Dead 3.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wish. I
Hey,
wish.
Bio, while we're on that fucking topic, the game's $2. Go and fucking buy it right now.
Actually, Down Phoenix gifted it to me.
Dude, what are we doing? Why are we talking? They
Let's
fucking
go
Left 4
fucking
Dead.
play.
Yeah.
Not tonight, but like. Whatever. But yeah, no. I'd be down
JRPG,
for
you
it.
got Left 4 Dead.
I need to get it.
But the fuck are we talking?
We were talking about what was it? Square and Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, I mean, look, like, the game's gonna come out. I think eventually it's been hyped up too much. People are expecting it. It's gonna come out, and you know what? As much hype as it's gotten over, look, if I'm not mistaken, that game was announced almost like 4 years ago, right?
Yeah, like 20. I think it was 2015. I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
That game was literally somewhat like hinted years and years and years ago. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
No matter what they do at this point, it's gonna be a disappointment to fans. Nothing I feel that they can do at this point, if it's action, if it's turn-based, if it's God knows what. I don't think anyone will be happy with it.
It's
Personally,
episodic.
I don't care if it's action or turn-based. I'm still gonna fucking play it.
Me personally, exactly. My thought process is I'm such a huge fan. I love that game. It changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna fucking play it. I'll have my opinions about it after I played it. But I'm buying it and I'm playing it. Fuck it.
Okay.
This episodic, I'm gonna wait.
I wanna be with you like.
Oh,
on
that's
this,
right.
like,
That's right. It was supposed
journey,
to be.
man.
It was supposed to be like that. Yeah.
It's gonna be like Telltale bullshit episodes.
Well, I don't think
yeah.
that was rumored, or maybe
Episodes.
It was maybe
the reason
supposed to be
why
like
they're
that,
doing
but
the
I'm not.
episode thing is because they don't want to rush it and cut shit out.
I don't
'cause
give a
they don't wanna
flying
piss
fuck
people
what
off.
their
No,
reasons
dude.
is for
Look,
being episodic. I don't
how
like
many
that.
years have they had to work on that shit? Now they're just being
Yes.
pieces of
Yes.
shit. Now they're just being pieces of shit if they do that.
Episodic, it will be. Trust me.
Well, they said it's already going to be like that.
Yeah.
But I guarantee once it's all done, they're going to, group it together in like one package and resell it together once it's all finished.
That's
Might
so.
as well wait till then.
That's fuckery.
Well, I mean, it's business, man. That's how they do. That's how companies do shit.
Jason just tried to call me on Skype. Like BMG.
Oh, let me see if I can add them.
Here it is.
Are you guys? You want to fucking be raped?
Motherfucking Xbox, it fucking rocks.
Here,
You pull your socks off so with my fucking
Here.
cock.
Fucking Dreamcast. It's a
where's he
fucking
at?
blast. Makes me want to stick it inside your ass.
Yeah,
Every time I see a little VMU, makes me want to stick my dick inside of you. Fucking Dreamcast.
you would add him, Kamikaze?
Hell yeah, I had that motherfucker.
All right.
Motherfucking GameCube, it's sexy, dude.
Makes me want to rub my man lube.
Hey,
Open up
BMG,
that
can you
little
hear
tray,
us?
I want to fuck it up with my mayonnaise or something.
Good evening.
Hey,
Fucking Xbox, that fucking rocks.
What are you guys
Make
talking
Xbox
about?
great
My
again.
raps?
The Xbox.
We were just talking about that, like, as you called me. Yeah.
Make Xbox great again.
Yeah.
Dude, BMG, honestly, if you just re-uploaded that video for the rest of the channel's lifetime, I wouldn't mind at all. That'd be fine with me.
I should make a new channel. Just called Every Day is Xbox Day for Xbox. And upload it every day.
Do it.
Xbox, dude, for reals, they got this huge opportunity at this E3. If they pull an XO 18 repeat, they just shot themselves in their own foot and look like morons.
you should make a.
All right,
Hey,
hey, I'll be right back,
channel.
guys.
Upload
It's like showing up to racquetball and Sony couldn't make it to play racquetball, but you showed up with a broken arm. Like, all they have to do is show some games.
Yeah, we actually talked a little bit about that. About
All right.
yeah, we were talking about like Microsoft has the potential to like overtake the states again with the games and shit.
So,
I don't know.
They-
Sony has the mind share right now, so we'll see.
Well, it's like a person's video I watched. Like Sony's all like Comcast. He said they don't really need to do anything, and plus they want at least the PS4 to sell 100 million units, which it most likely will.
I think they're going to bust out with a show, or like their own show, whether it's PlayStation Experience or just their own
Yeah.
surprise conference. And they
Yeah.
can go viral on Twitter or YouTube showing trailers with a release date of any of their 4 games, plus whatever side games they have. They got Dreams, Medieval, second-party deals with JRPGs. They're fine, but
And they're pretty much relying on like third-party support for the first start of 2019. Because I think Kingdom Hearts 3 I think is like that, and the Tales of Vesperia remasters like the 2 biggest things coming out RPG wise in January.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna be streaming like the first like maybe 2 hours of Tales of Vesperia remaster. I'm streaming that shit.
Oh, very nice.
Tales of Vesperia and Kingdom Hearts 3 though are also going to be on Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 will mostly sell on PS4, but some Xbox people will buy Vesperia, and a lot of people are making like Xbox jokes. But I mean, considering that game was originally a 360 exclusive, it does have a fan base over there on Xbox. But the one platform I think it won't sell very big on is Switch.
I don't know. I think it could.
No, everything's selling on Switch right now. Those Nintendo fans are hungry, and they're buying everything.
Not only that, but RPGs on Switch usually do pretty well.
Dude, Diablo 3 is charting on MPDs. That game sold really well on Switch. And that's an old-ass game.
Yep.
I'm a hypocrite because I'm like, Switch needs new shit. You know, Nintendo needs to make more exclusives. But I'm like, oh my god, Resident Evil 4 is coming. I'm buying it. Like, I bought it already like 4 times. Now, if I buy it on Switch, it's 5 times.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, we never were able to play Resident Evil 4 on the go, like in handheld, you know? Like, you couldn't do that on a DS or 3DS or... Hell, I don't even know.
Game Boy.
Yeah, the Game Boy.
That game's just perfect to pick up and play on work or break because it's mindless.
Oh, yeah.
What do you guys think of when they were streaming Resident Evil 7 on the Switch?
Garbage.
Yeah.
I haven't seen 1 second of that. I didn't even know. What?
I don't want to like stream the cloud-based internet games pushing extra power going on the Switch. No thanks. I'll play on a big boy console to play the higher performance games.
But I mean,
like Resident Evil 2 coming in 2 months. I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching you stream that.
Oh, for sure.
But
yeah, I took a nap. I wanted to join earlier, but it's like I gotta work 8 hours night shift. I'm gonna nap first.
it's all good. But what was I gonna say again? I can't remember. Fuck.
I think it was something Switch related. Or something RPG. I don't remember.
Well, I know I said like RPGs actually have been doing pretty well on the Switch because you know, like RPGs on the go is like perfect for a lot of people.
Like me.
Yeah.
I could just have a better time completing them on a handheld. I don't know why.
Yeah. It's just one of those weird
did you guys hear there's going to be a American Ninja Warrior video game?
No, but
What the shit?
I just want to see what it looks like graphically, just for a laugh.
Yeah, I actually look at the pre-orders on EB Games' website, and I see like a lot of like bullshit games. Like apparently you can pre-order like some pony sim or some shit. I'm like, what?
Funny how there's pre-orders for the Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age and the 10 remaster on Switch, but I see no pre-orders for Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 9 at all.
Well, those are common. Those might be just digital games.
Yeah, that's what sucks, because if it was a physical for 7, I would buy it just to have it.
They should have like made it like all in one, like have like 7 and 9 in like one package. I don't know. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, those aren't big games.
Yeah.
I don't have the time to replay 50 to 80-hour RPGs again, dude. I mean, I do have the time, but I'd rather use that time to play another game that's on my backlog.
Yeah, I feel ya. Yeah, there's a few games like that where I'm like, I want to play this again, but then I'm like, no.
I saw Mario Kingdom Battle Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It was on Black Friday rack for $25. I'm still like, yeah, I'll pick it up when it's 20. I do want to play that shit, though.
Yeah, that one doesn't look bad.
A game that's really selling that I bought this month was that Shining Resonance Refrain is like really selling like crazy. There's not many copies in store, but there's like a shit ton on eBay, and it's selling.
I heard that game's similar to a Tales of.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
It's like a Shining Force spinoff. I don't know if it's in the same universe or it's just sharing the name Shining.
It's a part of the Shining series, but basically after Shining Force, they started making action games. Like there was a few on PS2, like Shining EXA and Shining Hearts,
and,
Shining Neo, and all that.
Just for just for shits and giggles, they should have a random NPC where you're not going to do it. He pops out and goes, "Here's Johnny." It's Jack.
That'd be cool.
You like The Shining?
Yeah,
Great.
I like
just
that.
pops out, looks out where it goes through the hole in the door.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be so great. Hey, I need to get that Shining Resonance, whatever, because it does look like a good game.
It's really cheap now. I don't know if well since you're in Canada, I guess you have Black Friday stuff later, don't you?
No, we have it now. We actually have two different things. We have Black Friday, and then after Christmas, we have Boxing Week. Honestly, I think Boxing Week is like way better because I always got all the good shit.
Yeah, it's like 25 here.
It's like called getting a box and ship yourself out of Canada.
I mean, hey, I got last year. I got what was it? Evil Within 2 for like $25. When at the time that game was still like an $80 game. So
that's such a shame that game didn't sell that well. It felt like it could have used expansions or something. I want to buy it.
I like that game, but it felt like it was completely a rehash of the first one. It was definitely damn good, but I feel like they reused too many elements from the first one, and the open world thing like just didn't sell it good. I loved it. I'm not trying to downplay it at all, but I liked it.
It's only quasi open world. It's open world for like a few chapters, but after like chapter 5 or 6, it's all linear again.
I still feel like the first one was way better, in my opinion.
If you don't want a physical bio, it's also on sale on the eShop and the PlayStation Store for $25. So there's that.
BMG, while you're here, man, I kind of want to get your thoughts on that. We talked about it earlier, but I wanted to get what you thought about that whole Pat the NES punk shit about people throwing a tantrum about Diablo. What do you think about that?
Oh, I'm against Pat on that. He didn't do any research on the whole situation or looked outside of the box. He insulted a bunch of fans. The Diablo fans are rightfully so angered by this because Diablo has been on a decline. They've had like creative differences since 3. There's many differences from what 1 and 2 was. 3 had some altering differences, which is fine, but I heard an in-depth podcast about it. There's a lot of internal changes when Activision merged with or got Blizzard on their hands. And the fact that they announced a cell phone game, that was like the main event of the BlizzCon. It was a slap in the face because that's a known PC dominant gamer convention.
Right, but my question remains to this, like, and you can tackle this however you want to. What do you feel? Do you think gamers, as like me, you, JRPG, BioCyber, and what have you, do you think that we get the right to be rude to game developers and be nasty to them? Do you think that gives us a right to be like just like, you know, treat them like shit because they don't make the game that we want? Does that give us the right?
Everyone deserves a voice. I mean, if Honda or Toyota sold you their new Ford or whatever, their new car. Sorry, I'm driving right now. Let's say Honda made a new Accord, but the brakes fucking were defective or didn't work, or you had to replace new brakes and they just told you to deal with it. Customers would be outraged and it wouldn't be frowned upon. There'd be changes.
Yeah, but that's different. Like that compromises someone's safety. Like, what I mean, like, this is like a form of media entertainment. Like, does that give gamers a right to be disrespectful? Does it give you a right as a human being to be disrespectful to a game developer who put their blood, sweat, and tears in what they think is a good product? Do you think that's a fair justification for us to be rude? If we don't like the game that they make, do you think that's okay for us to do that?
there's a certain element of disrespectful. You can't be harassing and being downright just rude about it, using fucking bad language and racial slurs, all that shit. But you have the right to complain. I just say if you don't like it, just roll with your wallet, go to something else. I'm not diehard on one thing. Like if there's some huge Dark Souls convention, I'm not gonna save up for 2 years and spend $3,000 to go fly out there and hope they announce Dark Souls 4 and they show Dark Souls Mobile. I'll be like, you guys are gay, but I'll play something else. There's all kinds of other options. So
Right.
I don't know. Gamers can be fanatical. They have a right. I mean, you know, they built their fan base upon it. It kind of reminds me of the divide with Diablo with that shit. Kind of reminds me of like The Last Jedi with Star Wars fans.
No, fair enough. I mean, the whole thing that I was looking for is like, you know, I mean, we are all gamers and we all love our franchises that we find near and dear to our heart. And my whole question is like, you know, is it justifiable to be disrespectful? And, you know, and look, Pat did it in whatever way he did it, but I kind of, and what I said before was, I kind of sided with him. I feel like these people were acting like grown men children who wanted to act like little babies because they didn't get what they wanted. And, you know, Bio had a really good point where he was like, well, this is you know, Blizzard is a game that's, or a company who's known for making PC games, and they should have never even mentioned or even thought of or promoted a mobile game in this kind of way and shape or form. These people who bought a ticket, I get it. I see both sides of it. But my whole thing is like, I feel like just because you're a gamer and you like a certain thing, I feel personally it doesn't give you the right to be disrespectful. And I feel like most of these people who were watching were disrespectful. That's my 2 pennies.
Well, when that guy asked them, was like, "Is this an off-season April Fool's joke?" And then the other guy was like, "Will this game ever become in the PC?" I think Blizzard, at the same time, could have at least announced the game. But rest assured, all you PC users, we are also in development for Diablo 4. That will be coming. We have nothing to show, but that will be coming. They could have done something like that. They could have took some notes from, even Bethesda did that. They didn't just go, here's our new Fallout game. It's called Fallout Shelter. Bye. And they showed Fallout Shelter to keep you busy, and then they're like, Fallout 4 is coming.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But like I said,
as the main event, that was a bad move on Blizzard's part. Like that, they built up the whole show to that.
This is America. We have a right to bitch about anything. That's what this country's all about. Freedom of bitch. If this was Russia or something, then I don't know. No, shackle them, put them to jail for saying certain things.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just kind of on the fence about it. I mean, at the same time, I'm like, you know, I get it because it's like, if it was my favorite game franchise, I'd be vocal about it, but I wouldn't be disrespectful. Like, I wouldn't be like, you know, fuck you or rush the stage or disrespect someone. Dude, I wouldn't do that.
Guys. If that was my biggest problem in the world, where I spent $5,000 to go fly, stay at a hotel, get the
all right, fair enough. That's different. I didn't see it like that.
A Diablo cell phone game crushed my world. That's a good life right there.
But it reminds me of whoever it was, that reporter for like CNN. He was like asking questions of like President Trump. I think after like the midterm elections, he's like, "You're a very rude person, sir. Sit down."
I mean, I get it. I understand, but it's like,
I mean,
I feel like that gives like a negative. My whole point with that is I feel like it makes us, not you, not me, just people in general who like video games, and we speak up and we say, "Hey, we like video games," and you see that in the media and whatnot. It's like, oh, this is the type of people that we are. That's not true. That's not an accurate representation.
You're right, but you got to remember, when you're a company, you're catering a product of people. McDonald's is not going to announce, we'll stop making French fries and cheeseburgers. We're now only selling burritos.
Yeah, okay, but listen. All right, for example, when McDonald's,
when Microsoft at E3, they showed Gears 5. Look cool, right? What if they're like, We got new Gears of War games. The new Gears Pop game, and that's all they announced.
All right, but when you go to McDonald's and the ice cream machine is down, you don't fucking see people outside banging on the windows like, this is ridiculous. You guys are pieces of shit. You just expect that from them. You just expect that from McDonald's because they're pieces of shit.
Well, your service sucks. I'll get a Frosty at Wendy's. See, I got options. I don't have to.
Right, but still, you know exactly. That's not what they were doing. They were like, fuck you. You guys are terrible people. How dare you sell this? How dare you make this game? You guys are terrible people. It's like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
But, fucking hit the brakes.
But I can look at it, you know, both ways. Like, you know, both ways that the reporters or whatever, they if they were like overhyped, it's just like, you know, you watch you watch a new trailer, say like, I don't know, Fallout 5 or whatever. Oh, this game sucks because I saw like 2 minutes. You know, wait till you get the actual game in your hands before you like complain.
Thank you. How you doing?
It's like you said, people want something to bitch about. I mean, but just people, you know, bitch about stuff. It's the internet. Even a person with like, say, 20 subs has a voice, and they can complain about something.
Anybody can do whatever. I was just curious to see what BMG thought about it. You know, it is what it is. It's part of the past. You know, I just feel like that type of shit. Yes, I understand it. Being a gamer, being upset, but at the same time, I feel like those people did it wrong, and for Pat, the way he did it was probably wrong. My whole thing is like, I feel at the end of the day, for gamers to get so irate about something so trivial, it's not what they want, I think gives every one of us a bad luck. That's what it boils down to, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, that happens all the time.
Well, if they're upset up something like over minuscule as a game, I think maybe they need to take a long look at their life.
Yeah. No
For
kidding.
most of us, this is a hobby.
But look how much support those people got for doing the shit that they did. There's so much support those people got. They're like, yeah, fuck the fucking Fallout 76, fuck those guys, or fucking Blizzard, fuck those guys. There's no way they should have done this, and like people were rallying behind that shit. And even though I feel like those people on stage like maybe made a snarky comment here and there, I thought they were being somewhat respectful and courteous. And you got these people who were just being downright nasty, and they had to sit there and just deal with that. I don't know. I feel like that type of look gives every last one of us who are not that type of person, like me, you, JRPG, Bio, Cyber, BMG, and so on and so forth. It gives us a bad look. You know, if I go to work and I mention video games, you're like, oh, you're that type of person who fucking, throws rallies and fucking throws Molotovs because you don't like something. No, that's not me. Yeah. But nonetheless.
But you gotta understand that we're the minority. Most people will listen to all those like big YouTubers and not us.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, well, I think no matter what, like, I think, being a gamer is always going to have its,
ups and downs.
Ups and downs when it comes to looking at the media. Like, remember back in, like, the 90s or even the early 2000s when, like, even people probably still do this to this day, when, like, whenever, like, something, like, really terrible happens, like a school shooting, of course, one of the things that they always bring up is...
Video games, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Doom.
Gun control.
Doom.
Yeah. Yeah, all that shit. Yeah, you're talking about the Columbine thing, right?
Yeah.
And they keep bringing up gun control too. Oh, when are we gonna fix something about guns?
Yeah, it's just a mess.
It's just this is the only thing I'll say on this. If they need to enforce the whole like background check shit. People who are seriously mentally fucked up should not have a gun.
That, and I just think, well, I think, like, when it comes to, like, but people that are just, like, mentally, like, fucked up in the head like that, they need mental health. Like, you can't, like, just leave them alone and, like, expect, like, something to happen.
It's just like that person, wherever it was, went shooting at that, synagogue. I forgot where it was. He's like, death to all Jews and shit like that. And just... that person was like really like fucked in the head, and he was still saying shit like that like in the hospital. And the doctor who treated him, he said something like, "I just wanted to like meet this person," and just I don't know, it's just the whole world's fucked, and that's all I'm gonna say on that, man. But it's getting worse and worse, and like our government just needs to like sit down and like tackle this shit and do something.
Humanity. Fucking humanity.
No matter what, man, if you say you like video games, the media is always going to portray us as that fat, lazy dude who just eats Doritos and drinks Mountain Dew all day. That's just the way it's going to be.
Look, let me tell you something. If you don't like Doritos and Mountain Dew,
that's the
there's
way
something
we're gonna be
wrong
presented.
with you.
And that's the way it is. Me, Bio, like we like metal music. That automatically means we worship Satan, right, Bio?
No.
But that's the stereotype.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bother me really. That's my point. It's like whatever, bring it.
Yeah, no, you make a good point. Like, no matter what, people are always going to look at, like, gamers in one way or another. Can't help it. Can't change it.
And exactly, but my whole thing with that was it just reinforces the whole, fucking crybaby bullshit. Don't get what I want. Shoot up a fucking school because I'm upset. Type narrative.
Yeah, and it's a shame too that like a lot of people like they don't look into like the psychological aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just people resort to using guns as the answer. I mean, no, sit down and talk about shit. Don't put I'm going to put a gun to your face because you're not listening to me. I don't know. So like I said, the world's fucked, man. It's only going to get worse.
Well, this has gotten pretty fucking dark.
Sorry.
Dude, it's all
I didn't mean to take it there.
JRPG, I will always listen to you because I don't ever want you to put a gun in my face.
But what I meant was that's the thought.
Yeah, I know. No, I know. Maybe I was just fucking hammering on this issue too much. I just feel like Pat got kind of a fucking wrong way. I get it. It's like, oh, you don't like someone else's game franchises. That's not okay. Like, it's not okay to hate on someone because you don't like their fucking friend. Anyway, we've been harping on this shit for too fucking long.
Well, one thing I gotta say about Pat, that's not like just about this subject, just about Pat in general, is that when it comes to modern gaming, he's really out of touch.
Yeah.
He really is. Like, he actually thought, like, a controller company called Retro Fighter was a company that made controllers for fighting games. It's like, no, they just make controllers for, like, older systems that look modern. Like, he just looked at the name of it and thought that's what it was all about. Like, that's how, like, he is. And I'm just like, wow.
I never followed him. Only reason I even know about him, for the most part, because he was, like, on one episode of the AVGN.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people said. You wouldn't be famous had he not been an appearance in the AVGN vid, and I think that's how his like channel took off. I think.
I didn't fuck with him, or I maybe went back and watched a few of his videos like since then, like just like see who he was. Didn't do nothing for me, man. He's not my thing. AVGN, by the way, like he's still making videos. They're still corny. They're still cheesy. They're still whatever. But hey, I still like him, dude. He's still funny to me.
It'd be funny if Pat found this video and he calls us out for some odd reason. That'd be funny.
He wouldn't do that. That dude's a piece of shit.
Dude, I had some small like YouTuber like call me after like the whole like Mega Man Legends 3 cancellation thing. I just searched random videos and I knew he was talking about me the way he was just like the way this person was voicing their like words. I knew this person was talking to me. He was like, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it is whatever. I mean, if someone like gets mad about whatever we say in here, I mean, fuck it, whatever. I mean, I get like over like 10 dislikes on my live stream. I don't care.
Seriously, who the hell did you piss off?
Bio, who would dislike your videos? You're like the most easygoing, nice person I've ever met in my life.
Oh, I take that as a compliment, thank you. But
I'm just saying, like, but who the fuck dislikes a Bio Phoenix video?
One of his Super Smash Brothers Brawl streams, 13 or 14 dislikes. I go,
for
who'd you
what?
piss off, kid?
Why? And for what reason?
I don't know what it is. Like
you're so like. I mean, I know the whole Canadian like fucking meme and whatnot. Like, you are very nice and polite. Like, I don't know, like.
I guess it just runs in the blood, you know. But no, but in all seriousness,
runs in the bloods. We gotta remember that one.
Oh, hey, at least I didn't say it runs with the maple syrup, right?
No, I'm just saying, like all your videos are like so chill and so cool. Like, you show like no shade or disrespect to like no one. Like, what the fuck? Why?
You know what I think it is? I think it's like some of like the other people that watch me, and like, you know, we make fun of like a lot of YouTubers. Like, we make fun of like MJR and Pete Dorr, and you know.
Oh my god, Pete Dorr is the most. That fucking doorknobs are more interesting than that piece of shit.
Thank you so much. Yeah, but like we make fun
I have a 3DS and I have games with it, and they're compatible.
Yeah.
That's really what his videos are like?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
This game is a game, and you press the button and it jumps.
Yeah, his content. Something.
What's he doing? A Nintendo tutorial for?
Yeah. But no,
for
like
dummies.
Like I said,
that's what it sounded like based off what you said.
No, I mean, like, that's not exactly what his videos are, but like, if you like boiled them down and like you melted them all down to like a one consistency, like that's what it would be like.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm Pete Dorr. I have video games and I like to play them. Okay.
Yeah, but no, jumps.
I got
shoot a
funny
fireball
story for you guys. Like on my old channel before I delete it, I was just bored because I was waiting for like, you know, this current gen, the 8th gen, to come out, and people were like bashing the living shit out of me just because I was talking about like this current gen so early before even like PS4 and like Xbox One or even like announced. So I mean, like, what the fuck? Why do people get bashed if you talk about like new like shit early? I don't get it.
Well, I don't know. What did you say? Did you say that the 8th gen was gonna suck, or
no? I just saying like you know, I was already, you know, ready for this current gen because to me the Wii U was kind of in 360 I only bought for Tales of Vesperia, and the Wii I only bought for mainly the virtual
console.
Yeah, that's the only reason I bought that for the Wii, and I was just ready for the new stuff, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know. Some people are just fucking weird, man.
Yeah, the one comment I'll remember, like some random who's like, "Well, you just want to say what people want to hear." I'm like, no, I have an opinion just like everybody else. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, you can't please everyone, and you know, I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly okay knowing this.
Yeah, but still, like, for you to get that many dislikes, Bio, like, that does not compute with me. Like, none of your videos are controversial. Like, they're very, like, your opinion, and, like, but they're not controversial, like, whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, it's not like I make a video called, like, I don't know, stuff about Donald Trump or whatever.
No, even, like, your video game stuff, you're like, hey, this is, like, my opinion about a game. Like, your game reviews are, like, very, like, you know,
they're well balanced.
Exactly. Like, you know, it's like, hey, I like this part about it. I didn't like this part about it. If someone didn't like, you know, like Ninja Fury's butthole fist or something on Pocket Neo Geo, like, fuck this guy. Rally behind me. Bam! Attack! You know, like, maybe you made the wrong statement about the wrong game one time. Or some shit.
Like I said,
you know what it is? It probably is that you haven't reviewed their obscure video game yet.
No, I don't think that's what it is. I think you reviewed the obscure video game. I think you said one wrong thing about it. And you goddamn better be very fucking aware these fucking kids and their problems. They were very adamant about you saying that wrong thing.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, like I said, I don't even know.
That's not a frog, that's a toad. Internet friends, rally behind me.
Yeah, I actually do get comments about like people complaining about the pronunciations I say with certain games, and I'm like, oh come on, dude, really? Is that all you gotta say?
So no bullshit. You got 13 dislikes on several videos.
Well, they're not like my reviews. It's only my streams that get them. It's only the streams I get like major dislikes. All like my reviews and shit, no, they get like 0. Maybe sometimes I get like 1, but that's it. But like I said, I think it's I think it's one person, but using like a spam bot.
Yeah, yeah.
Why? I still can't figure this shit out.
Too. A random or they're
I
just
have
some,
like mathematical equations like
videos
over my head right now, trying to figure out why you would get any dislikes. Your videos are so chill, and even your live streams are so chill.
Yeah, I know today's live stream I was like fucking out of it, but but yeah, no, like I said, I think the only possible thing I can think of is that like whenever like we make fun of like other YouTubers and shit, I think that probably would have triggered people because people don't have a sense of fucking humor anymore.
Yeah, just people are like, yeah, you say one little thing and people get butt hurt over silly shit.
Oh yeah, like I said, we make fun of like MJR, Pete Dorr, fucking Pat, and Alpha, and the gay chasers.
Yeah, BMG
That's
does
Pete
a lot
Dorr.
of,
You know what? I figured it out. It's Pete Dorr all day.
Jesus.
It's Pete Dorr. He's got several accounts. I can tell just by the way he looks and his haircut.
Also, also he hates on like emulation too, and that's what I do a lot of my shit on. So yeah, that would be.
Did you say what? You probably said one good thing about the pie, and somebody got really mad.
This is Pete Dorr, and this is unacceptable.
Because there are people out there that get so pissed off if you mention Raspberry Pi at all. They lose their minds. I've seen.
Oh
it.
yeah, I've seen it. It's hilarious.
It's funny.
It reminds me of a video like Pat made a long time ago talking about like emulations. Oh, my games are going to be worth this much money because people are emulating stuff.
I remember that. I remember that video, and yeah, like what a fuck.
I'm like, what? All these like big YouTubers are bitching because their collection probably won't be worth as much. Like that's like a fad now. I've noticed, like collecting like every NES game or every N64 game or what the fuck ever. I'm like, why have every single game just to look behind me at my glorious shelf of my huge collection and I'm not gonna fucking play.
Yeah, I agree with you, dude. That shit kind of annoys me. It's like, just get the ones that you want.
Thank you.
Like, that's what I do. And, I don't, like, try to overspend all the time. I get what I can. And, well, shit happens.
And that seems to be a thing in YouTube that's now in the background. Oh, look at my huge collection behind me.
Here's my game room. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
this is where I keep all of my Nintendo 64 controllers, and right here is my exclusive Let's Go Pikachu Nintendo 64. I regularly dust it off 2 times a day because it gets pretty dusty in here.
Oh, by the way, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee sold like over 3 million units already.
Good.
Yeah. I'm not
I just want something else for people to bitch about.
Because Pokemon.
But the one complaint two complaints rather that I see that people have is A, you can't play with the Pro controller. Hopefully Nintendo will patch that, and you can't use you can only use Mew on one account, so you have to buy multiple Pokeball pluses if you want, like say your brother or your sister or whoever to have like.
It is 2018. Why the fuck are people still playing Pokemon? It's 2018.
There's no
show. There's no TV.
You're
Look,
too
I
old.
get it. I love Dragon Ball Z. But at least there's Dragon Ball Super. It came out this year in Japan, and it's still coming out on fucking on the Adult Swim shit on whatever you call. What the fuck? Why are people still watching Pokemon? There's nothing even relevant about it this year.
I can't tell you why people are still watching the anime, but I mean the games.
Well, Pokemon's a lot like SpongeBob. It refuses to fucking die. He was even afloat in this year's Macy's Day Parade. Oh, did you guys see the Goku?
Yeah, I saw it.
Dude, SpongeBob's at every Macy's parade, but yeah. He's a Peter Griffin.
Yeah, Peter Griffin mixed with fucking SpongeBob if he was on meth.
Yeah, I don't know. Pokemon, I don't know what it is, but it just sells like a shit ton. Always has, and it probably always will.
I'll give you one word. Pikachu. That's why.
But but why? Like, what the? I never watched this shit.
Years ago, not years ago, but recently, there was a Family Guy and Simpsons crossover, like an old season. That was pretty funny.
I remember that. Wait, what you're saying?
Peter and Homer beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
For nothing. There was no payoff.
Homer's way better than fucking Peter Griffin.
Dude, Homer is a way better character than Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Homer is literally paid a salary just to not press one red button. That's his entire job. And he still fucks
for his little girl.
And he still fucks that up.
Yeah.
All he has to do is press a button with big fucking letters around it that says "Do not press." That's his entire job. And he still fucks that up.
And Burns still doesn't fire him.
Smithers.
Yeah, sir. Smithers, release the hounds. We gotta release it on that idiot right there.
Oh my god.
That's fucking spot on. Do that shit again.
Smithers. Yes.
Yes.
Smithers. Yeah, sir.
Excellent.
Never mind.
Excellent.
Oh, that's great. Can you do the excellent?
Can I do the what? I'm sorry.
The where he goes, excellent.
What?
He likes to say excellent a lot.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that was great.
Stop in the name of American squeamishness.
Shut up, fat ass. You can't stop Snake. Man, meanwhile, while I'm saying all this, my headphones are getting all fucked up on my head here. God damn it.
Cyber, you should be a comedian.
Nah, I'm not that funny.
Dude,
that's a hard job.
I could probably do impressions, but yeah, that's like next to nothing right there.
No, I think you're probably thinking like a voice actor or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Not really a voice, but at least, do stand-up comedy or whatever.
I got nothing. That's all I have. Just voices. That's it.
Yeah, like I said, he'd fit better as a voice actor because he can like change his voice up.
Hey, hey, speaking of, I like to act a fool in VR chat. You got that shit, Cyber? I know Bio does. Bio, do you have that? I mean, Cyber, do you have that?
Yeah, I downloaded it. It's all there. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm ready to go whenever you want to do it.
We need to go on there and go into the fucking movie theater and watch the fucking, what's it called?
The Room.
The Room. Oh, dude. Oh, I'll be in there acting a fool. Bio, the first time I ran into you in VR chat, where was I?
You were in the theater as Knuckles.
I was in there watching The Room.
Yeah, you were. And I think I was dressed up as that, like, it was like a watermelon, but with like a bear face. It was like really fucked up looking.
What the fuck did I just download?
Have you not played that shit, dude?
No, I haven't. I've been waiting for you guys to show me what's going on.
I'm gonna kill this stream. Let's get on fucking VR chat right
now. Well, I actually need to reinstall it again.
Dude, reinstall it right now, whatever it takes. Let's fucking play it.
Excellent.
Excellent. We're gonna watch The Room. I'm gonna riff on this shit all night.
Actually, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find that picture that I took.
It was funny that Adult Swim showed that as like the April Fool's joke, but then they showed the Toonami return back in like 2012. That was funny.
All right, there you go. There's the pic of what I was.
Better not be a fucking pic.
Oh yeah, you were that shit. I was the Knuckles. I was that fucking. You know the way.
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking stupid shit. Let me see.
No, man, I had fun with this shit. I used to fuck with people.
What the fuck is this bio?
That's what I was.
You were the green tree dog thing.
I used to go on there like rap battle people. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good, by the way. Don't fuck with me. I'll tear your life apart.
I trust that you're good at that.
I will.
I want to hear that.
I will Eminem your ass. I'm not talking about enemas.
Why is there a Tales of Vesperia thing on the background?
Oh, that's the room that I was in. Like, someone made models of Tales of Berseria, yeah. And, of course, this picture had...
Are you sure that wasn't JRPG?
I didn't do it.
All I know is I was chilling in the theater, right? And I'm sitting there watching The Room, and next thing I know, this big green fucking wolf thing comes up to me, and I was like, is that bio? And I was like, hey, man, I'm watching The Room.
Yeah, it was so funny.
And I was just riffing on The Room and that, but still, it's funny.
Yeah, no, I was only there for like a few minutes because, I just wanted to be there and just see what the fuck you thought of what I was.
Dude, so
I was Knuckles, wasn't I? I was Knuckles, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you were Ugaina Knuckles.
Can you literally shapeshift into anything in this game?
You gotta find it first.
Basically, what you do is that you start off as like a default template, but then like you go to like other worlds and you have to find them, and they're worlds that other people have made. And then you click on, and when you go to these worlds, you click on like the model you want, and you'll just turn into it.
Pretty much.
I still think I remember how to get the watermelon bear thing.
I know where to get Knuckles at. Uganda.
Everyone was.
I don't want fucking Uganda Knuckles. I want this watermelon thing.
No, Uganda Knuckles is that shit that you know the way.
Is that thing dead already? 'Cause I'm hoping it is.
And people used to give me shit. You're a dead meme, and then I used to like just rap battle them. Hey, we should go into that shit right now. I swear to God, I'll stop the stream. We'll go in there and I'll start rap battling people.
Dude, I'd be down to listen to that. I honestly am interested in it.
I'm pretty decent, man.
Fucking watermelon dog here.
Oh, you should have seen some of the other shit that I've seen people make. Like, I saw one where it was, like, someone made, like, an actual, like, house made out of, like, Corey's face. You know, like, Corey in the house.
Corey in the... They're like...
It was so fucked up, but it was so good. It was a house made out of Corey's face, so technically he's in the house.
Are you serious?
I'm dead. Actually, I want to see if I find a picture of that.
Dude, I'll ask it again. What did I just download and install into my computer?
You downloaded
Because they're
it?
telling me this shit. I go, do I really want to take a part in this?
Dude,
Because...
let's fucking play right now. I'm gonna kill this stream, man. Let's play.
Fuck.
Bio, you got it, right?
No, I didn't get a picture of it. Fuck.
Bio,
I thought you did.
You still got the VR chat?
Like I said, I gotta download it again, and I have to make sure I have enough because I am like really low on like hard drive space right now.
Delete stuff, you idiot.
Dude, it's fucking VR chat. You can dress up like dogs from the woods.
This is man. I tell you, this has been one like fucked up stream, but it's been like one of the most funnest nights I've ever had.
Hey, if you guys want, man, I swear to God, I'll rap battle anybody on VR chat.
That's the question.
I'll rap battle anybody, hands down. I'll rap battle anybody on this shit.
All right, let's see if I can.
Can I be a giant middle finger in that game?
If someone has made it.
As long as you stand behind me and root for my raps.
Okay, how much space does it take? Let me check.
Probably a lot.
Yeah, I know this game
It
is
was
also.
not a small download when I did it.
Apparently, I played 13 hours of this shit.
Dude, I played a lot more than that. I used to go on there and fuck with people.
Oh yeah, I fucked with people too, but I just I didn't play it like a shit ton.
Dude, you should stream that on PS4 so I could watch it and comment.
Oh no, it's not on PS4. It's only on PC.
Mm.
I don't get on there because I usually say pretty vulgar shit when I'm on there to fuck with people. I usually don't stream that shit. I'm not streaming it when we get on there, by the way. I'm just going on there to fuck with people.
Why can't I find how much space it takes?
Man, on my file, the folder, it only says 739 megabytes, but that's bullshit. I remember it being a couple gigs.
It's funny, just like when you download a game on the PlayStation Store on the left-hand side, it needs, this such and such gigs, and sometimes it's like way off what it actually needs.
I have like 35 gigs on my hard drive.
What the fuck do you have on that thing?
That's like you know what takes up most of it is like my fucking
Saturn?
No, PS2 and GameCube. Mostly PS2. And of course, I have like a shit ton of PS1 games. I have like a shit ton of Dreamcast games, and yeah, I do have quite a bit of Saturn. And also PSP also takes up a lot too.
Yeah, those are a gig each.
On your PC. Okay.
Yeah, that's what takes up a lot of my hard drive space.
Well, I think you can. I think you can upgrade your PC a little bit. We did that on our like old school XP. You can upgrade to a certain extent, but of course you can't do it like a gaming console. You can't get a. I don't think they make USB hard drives for PCs, do they?
That's where they started.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I mean external drives.
For like years.
They do that. Yes.
No,
I'm probably looking to doing that for your PC.
Yeah, no, I actually have external hard drives. It's just the thing is that I don't. It just seems kind of annoying that I would have to make a hard drive and then just plug it in every time I want to play like a game on my computer when I just have it without having to plug it in.
Mm.
That's just it. But
yeah.
I think what I need to do is I need to get a brand new internal hard drive, one that's bigger than 1 terabyte, and then just transfer over all my shit over to the newer one. I know that's gonna take forever, but
If you have USB 3.0, it shouldn't take that long.
yeah, I think I have 3.0. It's the blue ones, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got those.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and kill this stream, guys. I'm going to go ahead and kill this. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. Much obliged. Later.